Oh, yeah, everybody. What is up? Your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk Network. We got a guest, but first, my man.
Jim from the Fan in the Van podcast, here freezing in the van for the people, because that's what I do. I'm like little Joe Snuff. I do this for the people.
And of
Except he has
course,
better hair than I do. I have none.
we got a special guest, man. He dropped in with us last minute, but hey, he's always welcome. Aaron from Brutally Honest Sports. What's up, my man?
Yeah, I'm happy to be back, man. You guys run it's always a fun program over here, and I think Jim's more Pittsburgh than Mike McCarthy tonight. With that, I mean, I don't think Mike McCarthy's touching that. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Come on.
listen, if we got to start that way, let's go ahead and start it. Pittsburgh got a new freaking head coach, no quarterback. You lost what, your OC, I think, or who did you guys lose? One of your coaches
lost about everything.
No, I'm talking about Philly. What did you guys just lose?
Oh yeah. OC's gone. Thankfully, yeah.
OC's gone. There we go. I know you. Well, Jim, we'll get to you because the future is bright. Of course, we got my boy John Harbaugh. So the future is looking bright for the Giants. Except for today, if you guys heard, Steve Tisch was in the Epstein files, and there's like emails back and forth of him requesting hoes and shit, young biology students and stuff like that. You know what I mean, from college. So I guess we'll be looking for a new co-owner as well. So, but Jim, we haven't spoken since McCarthy got hired. What do you think, man? I know I heard your podcast, but after sitting on it, stewing on it, what do you think? I see a little different.
It's the same shit. You changed one mic for another mic. You took one idiot a defensive coordinator out for another schmuck. It's the same recipe, just different faces, and it's going to be the same result. Running it back with Rodgers is not the right answer. You have Will Howard there. The one thing McCarthy is good at is developing and grooming young quarterbacks.
Yep.
You have it sitting there. He's a Josh Allen, Ben Roethlisberger type build. He's got an arm. He could run. He's got a good football IQ. Why are we not grooming him? Why are we consistently, again, using temporary Band-Aids and gauze pads, countless things of Neosporin to cover up wounds for a position that hasn't been handled right since Ben's retirement? Or even the last season Ben was going into it should have already been handled. But no, we passed on a Lamar. We passed on Jalen. And what did we get? We got a Chase Claypool, who I haven't heard from him since. We drafted Terrell Edmonds instead of Lamar Jackson. Terrell Edmonds came and get a job in the UFL with the Rock. So what the fuck? What are we doing?
I mean,
it's the same recipe. It's the same recipe. You took out a black mic for a white mic. That's all you did. A heavier set mic for you took out a thinner mic for a heavier mic. That's all you did, and it's just going to be the same result.
They fucked up the Rudy Rule there, bro.
Until you evolve, it's the same shit. We're going to be 9-8 or 10-7, one and done in the playoffs again, and I'm going to just have the same fucking episode. When that time comes, I'm not even going to do a different episode. I'm just going to repost it and just rename it.
Yeah, just change the fucking description
I'm going to change the date. That's it. Because I feel like fucking Jey Uso in WWE. We're just going to run it back. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to run it back. And all this is making me want to do is yeet in the fucking toilet.
What do you think, Aaron? Because honestly, I this one thing that I say, look, yeah, it's going to be a fucking wash, right? You know what I mean, dude? You got to go from making the playoffs with one game over 500 or whatever the case would be to probably be tanking for a lot of the season. Depends who you got a quarterback. But hey, it's a good experiment, and it's a complete opposite, right, of a defensive coach. Maybe you got a guy that can work some magic. I mean, I think like you said, Jim, it was due. It was time. I don't think you were ready with a backup option, like, just like the Ravens, which that's a good news for you guys. You know what I mean? And then also, I think it's probably worth a shot. And I think he was probably the best choice that was available at that moment from anybody that was probably going to commit to the job.
Nah, they could have went different roads.
You think so?
They could have went and they could have maybe lured Stefanski to come to Pittsburgh. I would have been fine with that. You could have waited for Chris Shula. You could have waited for anybody else. I think they just, again, they don't want to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So they played it safe. Kind of like when you go to a bar and there's a broad you want to bang, and you got the condom ready to go. Play it safe. So that's what the Steelers did. They saw Mike McCarthy and said, oh, yeah, we're going to bang this, all right. And they fucking put on the fucking Trojan, and they went and they got it. And they played it safe.
You know what? Hey, man.
It's just ridiculous. It's the same shit. Any Steeler fan that wants to say, "Oh, McCarthy's winning us a Super Bowl," when was his last one? 16 years ago. There we go. What did he do in Dallas with Dak Prescott? Nothing.
Well, same thing
So
as,
there you go.
Mike Tomlin, bro. You know, they both kind of have the same amount of Super Bowls in between. So it's kind of like, you know, you're taking in you're moving on from, like you said, the black Mike to the white Mike, bro. You know what I'm saying? They fucked up the Rooney Rule on that one. What do you think, Aaron? What do you think? You know, was it better? Was it okay? You know what? Hey, we're gonna live with it. What's your take on that, man? Being out there in Philly, completely out of a different conference.
Yeah. I mean, I listened to Jim's the other day, and I forget what was it, like changing your pants or changing the shirt and keeping the same pants on or something like that.
Oh no, it's like shitting your pants and changing your shirt.
Yeah, that was like
this is what it's like.
That was you.
I've done that.
Said it better. It's just like Jim said also, where I agree is like at the point of like the Steelers would rather be like, all right, we're gonna be 10-8 or 10-7. Instead of like taking the risk where they could go 5-12 or they could go 12-5, like where they make that jump, they're deathly afraid of that. And then, you know, the fact that they've been doing this, I mean, that's an indictment, I feel like, on Tomlin, where they couldn't develop a young quarterback. So they were like, all right, Russell Wilson will be good enough. Aaron Rodgers will be good enough. Like I don't think anybody in the Steelers fan base thought, you know, hey, we're going to win it all with Russ, who was it, Justin Fields or Aaron Rodgers, where, yeah, I mean, you're seeing Sam Darnold kind of do it, but it's the perfect situation. And I'd still say he's better than like all three of those guys right now. I'm not saying Rodgers like their biggest concern, but growing up like in PA and everything, and a lot of like friends of mine were Steelers fans. I just, you know, my dad's a Steelers fan. It's one of those things where it's like they're just not that franchise where it's like, you know, growing up they were loaded. They had Antoine Randall, you had Plexico Burress, you had all these guys. I mean, just guys everywhere. Now you have like you got DK Metcalf, but then I mean Freiermuth's decent, but then who else? And then on the defense, it's like you got Watt, you got some guys, but it's like they're not like loaded like they used to be. And then I don't know. I think they are afraid of like hitting rock bottom potentially if they take a risk, like Jim was saying, with like Shula or somebody that's not really established, you know. And like I don't know where that gets you.
I mean, you look at other teams. Look at the Ravens. You're taking a chance on Minter. Look at Cleveland. You're taking a chance with Monken. I mean,
Dolphins, yeah.
Everybody else is taking the risk.
Hey, man.
And you just sit there and go, we'll just keep doing this shit like it's fucking 2006.
Put it this way. At least, like I said, you know, from a head coaching standpoint, you know, I think McCarthy has a better resume of the two. That's the only thing you can take into consideration. The freaking roster is a mess offensively. So that's going to be a big. We'll see what happens, I guess, in the draft, right? And what he has to work with on the offseason. That's where we're at. McCormick is in the chat, bro. He says Jim is more Pittsburgh than Mike McCarthy. We all know it too. Let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying?
Mike McCarthy ain't got this jacket. You can't find one his size. You don't make them in a 7XL.
I didn't know he was from PA. Did not know that dude was from Pittsburgh, right? He's from Pittsburgh, just Pennsylvania.
You know what we got, Mike McCarthy? We got the fucking Timu Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Andy Reid's over there eating Wagyu hamburgers, and McCarthy's going to be over there eating double quarter pounders at McDonald's. And for whatever reason, I don't know, because I went to Pittsburgh, why did they put mustard on hamburgers? Why?
All right, that's not horrible, dude. It's a Southern thing too. They do it down here also.
They got ketchup or barbecue sauce on it? Nope.
Yep.
I made the assholes at McDonald's. When I went, I made them remake it. I go, no. See this hat? It says New York. We put ketchup on our shit.
It's a Southern thing down here too, man. They put fucking mustard on the. I got used to it.
Well, Jim,
you go to Canada, they put maple syrup on a bacon burger. So
there's a spot in Pittsburgh. I think they have what's called like the Roethlisberger, and it's like if Mike McCarthy goes there, I mean, he's done.
Yeah, you might need a new coach after that fucking heart attack.
I'm just surprised it's a 5-year deal. Like everybody I'm running into, so like all this week I've been working in Queens doing side work, and everybody in Queens seems to be a Steeler fan, which is great. So everybody's like, well, what do you think of McCarthy? And I go, it is what it is. I didn't expect them to do something out of the box. I expected them to play it safe. And everybody goes, yeah, you know, one guy I talked to, you know, I wish they went and got Chris Schuler, or I wish they got that Nate Schalhace kid from the Rams, you know, or Lore Freeman out of Notre Dame, even though he's not going to leave. I was like, hey, What if they tried to lure Cignetti out of Indiana? That would have been nice, but no, don't do that. Don't get creative. Just keep doing the same shit and hope it works, and it don't work. But
Cignetti's not going anywhere, man. That dude right now owns Indiana. He's like,
that
F
guy
that.
right now is getting premier Hawkins, Indiana, Stranger Things trim.
Absolutely.
He is a Yinzer,
the
though.
Jim Hopper of Hoosier football.
Yeah.
Maybe this Jim, maybe he'll come out of that Indiana deal a couple years down the line because he is a Pittsburgh guy. So maybe he finishes his career on the Steelers.
Yeah, dude. He's gonna coach in the NFL. So
I'll take it. 2031, give me Cignetti.
On the Rumble chat, McCormick is like McCarthy needs a double, a Mac double on Hut. I don't know. I really don't know what that means, but you know.
He reminds me of fucking Pizza the Hut from Spaceballs.
Yeah, that's probably what he meant. So we got a big game in about a week, boys and girls. All right, Super Bowl 60? I don't know how to read Roman numerals. So
yeah, that's 60.
That's 60. I mean, do you know that based on the Roman numerals? You remember your Roman numerals at fucking school? Because I was horrible at that shit, man. You know what I mean?
I just know because last year was 59.
Yeah, I forget. You got to you got to subtract when you have three numbers from the fuck that shit. I mean, it's like
6, 7.
6, 7. There we go. There we go, bro. It is what it is, man. Again, let me cue this up real quick. Sam Darnold, used to see ghosts. Now he's sitting in the mountaintop. Drake May, year 2, probably, has some really good luck to get there, but fuck it. You know what I mean? You don't make your own schedule. This is what I always say about New England. You don't get to, intentionally like injure other players that another team, just like what happened in the Broncos. You don't get to play 2 choking quarterbacks like Herbert and fucking CJ Stroud. But I hate when people say that they don't deserve to be here. They have the easiest road ever. I'm like, listen, dude, you put on the fucking pads and throw a football.
Josh Allen had the easiest path and he choked it away.
Exactly. Right. He's at the easiest. He has nothing. Yeah, you're right. With Josh Allen's level, that is considered a choke job. Yeah. But the fact that why do people sleep that these guys defeated 3 of the top 5 defense in the league, including the best defense in the league? I mean, shit. Yeah, they look ugly.
The reason why people are saying it is they don't want to start seeing another New England dynasty start.
Yeah.
That's what it really comes down to. Because think about it, the last few Super Bowls it's either been Brady or Mahomes, or it's Kansas City, or it's New England.
Oh, yeah.
And
interesting.
Now it's kind of starting again.
And I think, sorry to cut you off, this is the first time in like 16 years that a Brady, a Mahomes, or a Manning hasn't been on the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. It's been like, if we go from 11 to now, yeah, you're right. You've had those guys in the Super Bowl since that time. It's crazy. Fucking nuts.
But they're not generational talents, though.
No. I mean, hey,
some schmuck on ESPN.
Aaron, from going from the mountaintop last year, being on cloud high, fucking hanging out with Gilly, you know what I'm saying, bro? And winning a Super Bowl. How does it feel, man? Not being there again, because you've been there, 3? You guys were there for like 2 out of the last 3 seasons, 3 years, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jim might kind of feel this way. Is like we can never have nice things for a long period of time. I feel he's even worse. I feel like because we could have. Here's the thing: like the talent, I feel like is still there, and then of course now we don't have the coaching. Like something always has to blow up in our face. Like we can never sustain. Like we could never be. And I hate to say it like that because it's so negative, but it feels like we could never be on a New England type of trajectory because some shit. It's just Philadelphia. Like some somebody's gonna get injured and like catastrophic at the wrong time, or the coach is gonna like Sirianni is an idiot in my opinion. He's just a cheerleader. It's like we can never sustain this. So now going into next year, everybody's like, well, every other year they go to the Super Bowl, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't mean shit. Like I don't know what this team's gonna be, So to answer your question, it's like I didn't say I expected it, but when they promoted from within, I was like, okay, history's gonna repeat itself, and they did exactly what I kind of thought. I thought they'd beat San Fran, but probably get wiped in Chicago or Seattle. But it just sucks. But I don't know where we go. I don't know where they're gonna go from here. That's my fear more than anything. But
well, from a Giants fan, I hope you guys kind of keep spiraling, dude. All right, because we fucking need to we gotta get out of the fucking basement, dude. It sucks. It sucks to like. I'm not a Jets fan, but fuck, we're not much better than the fucking Jets, dude. You know what I'm saying, dude? It's like when it comes to like winning percentage here in the last couple of seasons, and that's never been the case. When the Giants sucked, the Jays sucked. The Jets always sucked even more, but sucking at the same time in the same level. That's
Same
really
building.
depressing.
Something about that building, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I mean, shit. Well, look what happened. The co-owner, was over there fucking Epstein Island, bro. You know what I'm saying? With a biology major and shit, man. And then, you guys look that up, man. The emos were hilarious. Oh, man. But yeah, honestly, Seattle, I think, again, talking about the Jets, right? Here's the Jets number one pick, a few years ago. Another guy that freaking went through the routes, a Baker-like journey, but actually getting to the Super Bowl. I mean, this dude was getting clowned harder than I forget what quarterback that was, but he was getting clowned harder than fucking Ryan Leaf. You know what I'm saying, dude? That's how much of a choke job this guy was in after he left the Jets. But give him credit. The guy is you could tell the type of I guess person you are when, damn, you got kicked down. You went to a new place, the Panthers. You get kicked down again because you get benched for fucking Baker, and then you get benched for like a CFL player. Remember that little backup quarterback? He was also in the same mix that year, and then he goes and backs up Walker, that guy Walker. I think it was the same year that they got Baker, and then he was also in the mix. So then you go to like San Francisco, you back up a nice program, and I think that's the start of the turnaround. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the start of the turnaround, and then he goes to one of the quarterback whisperers in KOC, right, in Minnesota. Has a great year. Again, it's just a Minnesota thing. You get bumped in the first round, just like Dallas does and everything else. But I think those 2 years under some really good systems and franchises are stable. I think was able to bring out, the Sam Darnold I think everybody probably saw in college. And look at this guy's in the fucking Super Bowl. That is an unbelievable fucking story, dude.
He's actually the first USC Trojan quarterback to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
How many quarterbacks have come out of USC?
And how many Heisman winners or top contestants Heisman winner quarterbacks? Matt Leinart, freaking what was Butt Boy? Sanchez, you know what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah. Sanchez, stabby stab.
Matt Barkley, everybody was
Matt Barkley, y'all, yeah.
Oh yeah, Matt Barkley was high up too. Everybody loved Barkley, and what happened? Yeah, he's Washington Allen's nut fucking holder.
But shit, man, look, shout out to him. I honestly think
his success also comes from the fact that when you put him in Minnesota, look what weaponry you have there.
Mm-hmm.
You have Justin Jefferson. You have a decent run game. You have a decent offensive line that allows him to read through progressions. You put him in Seattle. It's the same thing. So you go from Jettas to JSN.
Yep.
But not only do you have JSN, you also have
great running game. Walker and fucking Charbonnet.
You have I steal all of Walker's TDs. Charbonnet.
They got an up and coming tight end that's really good. The Shaheed Rashid trade was insane. You know what I mean? That just added that other weapon. That's what got him over the hump in the playoffs. You know what I mean? You had that second guy and also the burner that goes deep. You know what I mean? Banter is a nice tight end. You know what I mean? Or Banner, whatever his name is. So they got a lot of their defense is ridiculous, right? So yeah, they own the 49ers. I mean, they just make Brady, they make Purdy their bitch, like, not only in the last game, but in the last game of the season that we were playing for the division lead for the number one seed, but also shit in the playoffs. They just absolutely dominated the 49ers and Brock Purdy. So it's great. What I like about going back to Minnesota, they definitely, they fire their GM, rightfully so, because he let go of two quarterbacks, all right, at a very cheap price, because you could have paid Darnold. I mean, he has $100 million contract, but it's 3 years. I think it's only 40 guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? And then you let go of my boy, Indiana Jones.
Loose change.
Yeah, loose change. You know what I'm saying? Danny Pennies, Danny Dimes. And look at it. So they could have had either quarterback to start the season, and they would have been in a much better position than they finished this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that GM deserves to get fired, because look at Sam Darnold. I think they waited, and once Sam Darnold made it to the Super Bowl, they were like, "Fuck you, we out." Let me hit the chat real quick.
That's a bad. That'll definitely get you fired. I mean, either quarterback would have got you further than what J.J. McCarthy's going to take you. J.J. McCarthy in Minnesota was successful because of a great run game with Blake Corum there. Like, Harbaugh's very run heavy. So he never had to really throw much. Now you put him in the NFL and you put him in a different system that's not tailored to run heavy. It's pass heavy, and the kid just can't do it.
Yep.
Can't do it. And he can't stay healthy either. That's another problem.
Shout out to the Back It Up podcast, bro. Another regular evening, gents. May is healthy. This is going to be a great game. You know, May has to be healthy because he is the entire offense. One thing I see about Drake May, you know, there's a reason why the Giants, and I've repeated myself 1,000 times when they were last year's draft, they were giving up everything. I mean, not just a first-round pick, 2 first-round picks. I mean, either firstborn and the firstborn from the firstborn, and grandparents of like 2 more lineages ahead, or whatever the case may be. They were giving everything up for Drake May, and freaking, Robert Kraft was like, nah, doesn't matter. You could give me lifetime free rub and tugs, and I am not giving up this pick.
He got that.
Yeah, he already got it. It doesn't matter. You could give him Mei Ling from the South, and it doesn't matter. But dude, there's a reason why they were like, "F not, but we're not trading this guy." And you saw it this year. And from one year to the other, all you have to do was change the system, bring fucking Mike McDaniel, who that guy cannot be a head coach to save his life, but man, he is one of the greatest offensive coordinators that this game has ever seen. I mean, in Josh McDaniels, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And he has that kind of season, MVP consideration, best completion percentage in the history of the fucking Patriots, right? They had a guy named Tom Brady who was pretty freaking accurate. You know what I mean? And in the playoffs, he didn't look great throwing the football, but this guy was making plays with his legs, scoring touchdowns, getting his ass kicked, getting knocked down. And, bro, I think the kid's a real deal, man. So I think they do have a chance as long as Drake May is right there back and center.
Yeah, he's got to be healthy, and not only that, this is the Super Bowl where the guy you brought in, the controversial wide receiver that they have, Diggs, because we can't avoid discussing him.
Yeah, he's.
I mean, as a human being, he's a piece of shit.
Cardi B has baby boy again. That's 3 this year, guys.
Just talk about 2 dysfunctional fucks getting together. Yeah. I feel bad for that kid who's not even born yet.
Oh man.
But Diggs has got to emerge as the guy that they signed. Like, he's got to be number 1. He's got to be the number 1 wide receiver for Drake May. Because Booty's a nice piece they got. DeMario Douglas is decent. You can't just rely on Stevenson and Trey Henderson to be the whole offense, and Drake May running for his life in this game, or otherwise they're going to get blown out.
Yep.
Which is a Super Bowl we don't want to see, especially with a halftime show I can really give 2 shits less about. But,
that I'm there with you, bro. What do you think, Aaron? What are the chances for? Because I know right now they're the underdogs, right? And I absolutely, I think from an overall roster talent, Seattle on both sides of the ball has the better roster. What do you think the Patriots chances are?
I mean, I think honestly, decent. Probably like I don't know. It's just one of those like organizational things I go back and forth with because I'm like, oh my god, it's PTSD from seeing them win so many of them. And even though I know Belichick's not there, Brady's not there, like I think Vrabel is top tier coach. He's one of those guys that I think it's a motivational factor. Like you'll never doubt that the guys will give it all for that type of he played the game, linebacker, all that. I don't know. This is probably a negative way to spin it, but I always worry Sam Darnold's going to implode because I really don't. I mean, you guys know I hate the Patriots probably more than any other team, to be honest with you. But
so do I.
So it's like I really fear Sam Darnold morphing back into like not the Jets Sam Darnold, but just I worry if he turns the ball over once, is he going to like snap his fingers and put it in the rear view, or is he going to start like deer in headlights, that type of thing. So I think he's over that, but I always have that doubt. Like, can he flush it if something goes wrong? Like, because I mean, New England's defense, like their D line's pretty damn good. So it's like I fear Seattle getting unglued on offense. I think their defense they'll keep him in it no matter if Darnold throws 2 picks, but it's just a matter of like, can Sam Darnold, if the running game gets plugged, is he going to be able to like really pick them apart? That's where I'm a little bit worried about it. But I give New England a good shot.
That's a fair point because he was one of the league leaders in interceptions as well. I don't know if he led the league or one of the league leaders. Somebody check that up on me, but he was definitely one of the top I think he was either the leader or number 2, whatever the case may be. So that's a very fair point because I don't want to say that he blew his wad in the last game, but that last game against San Francisco, he played the best game of his entire effing career. It was flawless, right? Great completion percentage. There was no error. You know what I'm saying, dude? He was just picking them apart at will. That was like, the best game he's ever played in his entire life based on the stage, also the type of stage. But yeah, that is an absolute fair point because I think Sam Darnold can still revert to that. I mean, he did it last year with the Vikings or the last couple of games of the season, and then the first game in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I honestly, that's a fair point. I mean, they do have a great running attack, and I think that's how they're going to start it all off. I mean, Charbonnet would have still been there, then that would have been a different story. But yeah, man, it's definitely, they should be considered the favorites because they do have the better roster. You know what I'm saying? There's no doubt about it. And they were the number 1 seed in the NFC. They should be considered the favorites, but I don't think it's as cut and dry as everybody's trying to make this game. You know what I mean? I think that's the problem. Everybody's making this like it's going to be a fucking blowout. New England has no chance. And I get it. Look, Stephon Diggs is not the same burner he was with Minnesota, and even when he was with the Bills, right? Hunter Henry has been a hell of a story. I mean, this dude had 10 touchdowns this year. It's great red zone target. They got 2 really good running backs, but that's it. They don't have a true dominating number 1. And where I lean a little bit towards more Seattle is JSN is that guy. He reminds me of Cooper Kupp with the Rams, right? When they faced when they won it a few years ago against the Bengals. When you're gonna need a guy to make a play, because he's not just a guy that throw it deep and I'm gonna go get it. No, this dude also just give it to him in the slot. Give it to him, on a screen. The guy just he makes plays, man. So that's where I may lean more to Seattle, but I don't think it's a blowout.
In the words of Tony Romo, he's got great yak.
Oh fuck,
great
Tony Romo.
Yak. Great yak. Which is what I do every time I hear Romo speak.
That's not the yak he was talking about, Jim. He was thinking of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, well, now it doesn't have to be Mahomes on your screen anymore. Romo's literally virtually blowing all these guys. Drake May has a phenomenal play. Oh, yeah. Drake May. Oh, Bo Nix is playing on a broken ankle.
See, that's
Josh Allen had a broken patella all year. That's why, honestly, as much as we hated Brady on the field, I'd rather listen to Tom Brady call a football game than Tony Romo, because Brady ain't going there like, oh, man, you see the way Allen's sweat is glistening off his cheeks? I would love to lick that off. Like, we're not hearing that from Tom Brady. Romo's over there. Jim Nantz has got to be fucking sick of it.
That's
Jim
like
Nantz, Tony Romo is the annoying CBS version of what's his face from NBC with Mike Tirico.
Collinsworth, yeah. Oh my God.
Well, yeah. The two. Can you imagine the 2 of them calling a game together?
I'm gonna sidetrack a little bit, but I had this on cue anyway, right? Who's the better? Which one would you prefer to hear a game from? Right here. All right, Burkhardt and Tom Brady. Fuck, I forget these 2 guys' name already, man. Shit.
Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit?
Michaels, yeah, exactly. Tony Romo and Buck. I mean, Buck and Troy Aikman, or Romo and, So
I would take Brady and Kevin Burkhardt, or I can't stand Joe Buck because he's a Yankee hater.
These are the duos right here. These are the 2 out of these 4 duos. Who you kick? The Brady duo?
I would take Brady and fucking the guy who used to work for the Mets, and Joe Douche and Troy Aikman. I like the way Troy Aikman is very honest about things, like, especially when it's a shitty penalty, and he's like, "We're really calling this here." Yeah, I'm surprised ESPN and all their woke bullshit hasn't fired him yet for that.
No, that's gonna happen eventually. With they got to give him and Barkley the pink slip together, just because that's how they roll.
What did we say months ago?
Yep, they got to bring Jamel Hill to do both games. Anyway,
fuck that bitch.
That Greg Olson never shuts the hell up either, and his
voice
good, I don't like it. Every time I listen to him, he's another one. He'll glaze somebody for 10 minutes.
That's true, though. He does have glazing qualities.
Up, man. Like, please.
He loves a glizzy.
Loves a glizzy, man. All right, I had that in the queue there because I don't know why I thought this was gonna come up. So I was like, hey, let's go ahead and prop it up.
Cigar and sports, anything could come up.
Yep, absolutely, man.
Anything could come up. Anybody could appear. I could go off at the drop of a hat.
There we go. But shit, dude. Every once in a while, I ask if you have a defibrillator in the fucking van because I'm afraid one day you got to catch a heart attack in the middle of the fucking show. You know what I mean?
I thought I was going to do it the other day when I came home from work and I decided to hop in here and freeze and do one. I was getting fucking riled up. Brandon's like, "Yo, I thought you were going to have a heart attack."
Yo, let me ask you a question. What's the temperature right now in Philly and in New York?
Let's see. It's probably like 25 and feels like -10 in my toes.
But I think it's like it feels in the teens, right? Or almost negative degrees. I think it feels based on the wind.
I think it's supposed to be singles to like probably around 10, 11 o'clock. I think it's gonna be like 6 degrees out.
Yeah, it's 11 here.
All
feels
week,
like 4.
literally working in just like a hoodie and pants, regular shoes, just walking through fucking mountains of fucking snow, fucking freezing my ass off, and people like, "You're crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me."
That was my old man, dude.
I'm the white crazy guy. I even went to the fucking store the other day in just shorts and flip flops.
Yeah, that's
It's like 30 degrees out.
That's crazy.
What's in Philly right now?
I'm not all fucking layered up to go to 7-Eleven for a fucking pretzel.
I'm a pussy, man. I put the winter hat on. I barely do the gloves. The gloves makes me feel like a woman. Like that will make me feel like a woman.
My little Big Dom Eagle cap on, which that Big Dom sold Paul George those pills.
that guy don't need a winter jacket.
Hey, listen, bro. Right now,
that's the guy the Steelers need on the sideline because he would have told DK Metcalf, "Don't go punch that jerk off from the fucking Lions."
Oh, he would have punched. Yeah, he would have punched Metcalf after the fact.
So both of you guys, definitely, like I told you earlier, you brought the winner. It's 52 right now, but it feels like 40. I feel in the back of my neck, bro. You know what I mean?
I didn't bring the winner.
Look,
you see the palm trees in the back, bro? They're fucking like really high. I mean, hold on a second. Let me try to zoom in here. If I can zoom in. Hold on a second. Boom. If you look at the palm trees back there, bro, it's blazing out here with the wind, bro. It's out of control, dude. As a matter of fact, shit, I gotta change, bro. I gotta put on a. I gotta fucking put on a. It's getting real out here, bro. You know what I mean? It's like
the one thing I can say, I'd rather deal with this than hurricanes, iguanas, alligators, bath salts.
Hey, man.
Bath salts, yeah, bath salts.
That ain't shit, dude. Let me tell you something, bro. Hurricanes, you have a party.
I'd rather that.
Hurricanes, you have
those like crazy ass bugs.
And now apparently there's black bears in Florida.
That's somewhere else, bro.
Came out in his driveway.
Nah, dude, I'm not in the sticks. You know what I'm saying? We're in the city.
You don't got like beetles that are size of like footballs and shit down there.
They're not horrible.
That's in Australia where the spiders are taller than you.
Hey, the hurricanes, bro. I mean, I've been through 3 that really hit, you know, and there was like, oh shit, everything got fucked up. But there's so many like close calls that you actually get one like actually hit, and you know, and you actually got to worry about something like one every 10 years. You know what I mean? The West Coast is the one that's getting pounded. So down here in South Florida, where usually majority of them used to come in back in the 90s and stuff like that, hasn't been like that in a while. So, but no, man, I'm joking around, but it is, for my blood is so thin now, man. I've been down here now, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, last week I was at the beach. Last Sunday, you saw my video,
you
man.
You lost your Cuban authenticity.
Dude, it's not called in Cuba, man. What are you talking about? I lost my New York.
You lost your New Yorkness.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Yo, year 2, blood thinned out. First year, man, yo, when we got to the 50s, I'm out here in fucking my Speedos. You know what I mean? But then all of a sudden, dude, like 2 years in, your blood just got, you get used to this shit. The blood thins out, man. I thought it was bullshit, but it's true. It's so true, dude. It is so true.
Like in Georgia, because my dad lives in Georgia. So I'm like, so how's it down there by you? He goes, the slightest thing of ice, everything's shut down. I'm like, so what are you gonna do? He goes, I could drive in it. He goes, but there ain't gonna be anything open. I go, yeah, I could never live there.
Nah, like, you get used to it.
Oh, okay, there's a thin layer of ice. Okay, let's shut everything down. I can't go to the store? Get the fuck out of here.
That's what you stock up, bro. Lots of alcohol. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do for hurricanes.
I fucked up because I knew that snowstorm was coming, and I was like, all right, I'll be all right. Like, we'll see if it actually hits. I was kind of skeptical of it. And then I was like, all right, I got some stuff here. And then I was like, the couple days where it was really actually pretty bad around here, I was like, damn, I really don't have anything. I was like, now I'm scraping to like eat shit I really don't want to. And I'm like, one time you're making fun out anyway. I was like, whatever.
Now you're making bologna sandwiches with fucking ketchup. You know what I mean? Because you got nothing left. Yeah.
You're frying bologna and calling it spam.
Yep. Oh, man. So check this out. I got one interesting thing for you guys, right? Sam Darnold. Let me see if I could. Should we share this instead?
Sam Darnold's actually going to be in the next Ghostbuster movie.
Yeah, he's going to be Casper.
He's playing. He's going to play Peter Venkman.
So apparently, he's related to Dick Hammer. That was his grandfather. All right. Dick Hammer was the Marlboro Man. Dick Hammer was
That
also the
sounds
dude
like
from
a horrible
Emergency.
porn name, but a
Yeah.
classic one at the same time.
Check this out, bro. This is interesting. Let's watch
Sam
this.
Darnold's grandfather might be the most interesting man in sports history because this guy was just an absolute savage. So obviously, everyone knows Sam Darnold, went to USC, drafted by the Jets, bounced around for the league for a while, and now is going to the Super Bowl with the Seahawks. Great story. But his grandfather, whose name was Dick Hammer, has an even cooler story. So by now, I'm sure everyone's heard that Sam Darnold's grandfather, Dick Hammer, was the Marlboro Man way back when. But as I started to do more research on this guy, his lore is insane. So first and foremost, Mr. Hammer here was a key player on the 1954 USC men's basketball team, which was the last team to reach the Final Four
Guy's a
for
stud.
USC. But basketball just wasn't enough for this guy, so he ends up picking up a volleyball. And it turns out he's actually insane at volleyball and ends up making the US Olympic team for the 1964 Tokyo Games. Now, after his athletic career, he decided to get into acting, where he was cast as a lead in a TV show called Emergency. And apparently, to prepare him for acting as a fire captain in a TV show, they actually put him in a firehouse to learn how that captain would be, like method acting. So allegedly, he learns the ropes in the firehouse, goes back to acting on this TV show for 1 year, and then leaves to be an actual fire captain because it was more rewarding to him. And that's when he picked up the gig as the Marlboro Man on the side. So whether you want to believe it or not, Sam Darnold has some legendary Dick Hammer blood running through his veins. So if you want more of some of the most interesting stories in sports, make sure you follow me. Sam Darnold's grandfather...
Dude, I mean, there's a reason why this guy, he has big shoes to fill, man. I mean, big shoes to fucking fill, bro. When your grandfather is that legendary, bro, Hollywood, Olympic athlete, like 5-sport athlete, right? The Marlboro Man, bro. Come on, man. Everybody remembers the fucking Marlboro Man. I don't know if I don't think it was way before your time, there, Aaron. But it's like, I mean, everybody wanted to be the Marlboro Man when I was a kid. You know how much Marlboro gear I used to have? My uncle used to own a distributor with cigarettes and shit like that, and they would give him the free fucking t-shirts and the hats. Yeah, your boy was getting one. You know what I mean, dude? So
I used to have the Marlboro duffel bag.
I had one too.
Because you used to take the tops off and you'd collect points, and then you could trade them in, and that's how you get all your gear.
Yeah, man. They used to get free shit because he was a distributor.
But you had to mail them in.
Yeah. Oh, that was crazy. And then it was. But man, see that the guy has like freaking he's a blue blood, man. I mean, he has he has big shoes to fill and live after, right? And live
fill his shoes, a big Dick Hammer.
Big Dick, just the name alone, bro. All right. Big Dick Hammer. That's my grandfather. I say that
going to the Olympics, playing volleyball, and they're doing the announcements, and here's Dick Hammer.
Yeah.
And then he's out there hammering the ball. Oh, Dick's really spiking that one to the ground.
Well, like picture that when that show Emergency, really old ass show, Aaron. I've only seen that shit in reruns, but I've had coworkers, like bosses of mine back in the day that were from that era, and they were like, "Yo, man, Emergency." You used to watch this shit as a kid. I was like, "Yeah, they're not like 70 years old." You know what I mean? But I'm like, imagine the credits saying, and firefighter number 1, Captain Firefighter Dick Hammer. You know what I mean? It's like just right there on the screen, right? That's just on the credits. I mean, dude. I mean, Sam Darnold has a lot of pressure on him. He does. No, all jokes aside, not just the whole Dick Hammer shit, but
give me the hammer, Dick.
Having that name though, that got to be pressure because like if you're just like an average, like you almost can't be just like.
I think that dude was hammering okay, bro. I mean, shit, to have to be a sports guy, like I think that dude was. I think he did all right, man. I think
he really,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
he really hammered in his genetics with his dick and Darnold's mother.
Darnold's grandmother, you mean? Darnold's grandmother.
Don't matter. Dick was hammering.
Oh man, unbelievable! It's funny thing how some of this shit people just come up with, right? Like it's unbelievable. Like, this the internet is great, man. People just come up with shit after shit. You know what I mean? Oh man,
hammering his hammer everywhere he went.
All right, let's go. I got a 5-leg parlay that I want to share with you guys, right? And now I'm not gonna go with the odds or anything, but you can bet some of these.
Dick Hammer parlay.
Dick Hammer 5-spot. But also before we move on to that part. What do you guys think? Give me your predictions. All right. I want to know first. Let's start with our guest, Jim. Give me the final score. All right. Prediction and who's the Super Bowl MVP. All right, Aaron.
I can't. I always do this to myself as far as I go back and forth. And I like if there's a gun to my head, I might take New England, but I can't. I can't take New England because I hate them. I hate them with a passion. So I'm going to take Seattle. I think the over-under is like 45 or something.
Yeah,
46.
between 45 and a half, 46. It's gone up and down throughout the week.
I think it's going to be like a 24. that would put it way over. Actually, let me do like a. I'll do it anyway. 24-17. That would keep it under. Just
Okay.
barely.
Okay.
24-17 Seattle. I almost want to say, like, I know they always give it the quarterbacks, but if Njigba has a big game, you know, like we saw, who was it? That Cooper Kupp, right? When the Stafford won his. Everybody's been talking how good New England's defensive backs are, but he's a special. I saw him at Ohio State, like he would torch people in Njigba. So I'll say Njigba. Nah, fuck it. Darnold gets it because it's the great storyline. It's a soap opera.
Okay.
Shit the NFL loves. So
24-17, Seattle, and Darnold MVP.
Yep.
What do you think, Jimbo?
I'm going to go 24-21 for the Seattle Dick Hammers.
Okay.
And we, the fans, should be the MVP because we'll have to watch a putrid halftime show.
There we go.
Who is that this year? Oh,
my buddy.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's wearing a dress, he said. So I used to be a fan of the music. You know, my best friend is Puerto Rican. Is probably like not gonna let me in his house. I'm going to his house to watch Super Bowl. So it's like I'm gonna be outside.
To me, it's not a matter of that. It's just we don't need a halftime performance. Just have an extended fucking halftime show.
Listen, bro. No, hold on.
Musical act. I don't care.
Hold on a second, dude. The best halftime show I've ever seen in my life was J-Lo and Shakira.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say who was Justin Timberlake?
Oh, Timberlake and
Jackson. No, but dude, you remember
that was offensive. Get ready for this one, ladies and gentlemen.
You remember the J-Lo and Shakira one, bro, where they were like, "Oh, bro, both of them were." I mean, shit.
You will never see that again.
Oh, you could bring that one back every year, and that's the only. I don't watch a halftime show. My buddy throws a hell of a party, right? I mean, he is legendary. He's been doing this now since this is my homeboy that I grew up as like the 7th grade. And he throws a hell of a party. It's like 60 people. My brother actually does all the fucking cooking and all that shit. But I end up in the halftime. I smoke a cigar. So I'm outside in the backyard smoking a cigar, chilling. I'm not drinking this year because I freaking I told Jim last show we did. I started I gotta lose weight. So I'm cutting out alcohol for like the next 90 days. So unfortunately you gotta sacrifice that. But I will be smoking a cigar at halftime, talking shit, you know what I mean, dude? And blazing pics. So who's your MVP, Jim?
I said us, the fans.
Oh, the fans. Yeah, never mind. I forgot. Yeah,
no, MVP. If Seattle wins it, they'll give it to Darnold because, like Aaron said, the whole storyline. Getting drafted by the shitty Jets, and then going here, going there, just all the trials and tribulations and every dramatic fucking John Singleton type storyline they'll cook up for this. And they'll give it to him, although somebody else should probably win it. But they'll give it to him because every quarterback wins it pretty much. So
okay, I'm gonna go contrarian, fellas. I have.
Of course you are.
I have to go contrarian, guys.
All right, Ron Clark.
New England. Yep. New England, and I think I could be a head coach of that in the NFL as well. So it's like but New England, and it's gonna be another shitty game. I think the defense is gonna keep playing at a high level. I know this is really like it's a dart shot, pretty much. It's a dart throw that I'm telling you, but 19-14. New England, and Drake May has a anytime rushing touchdown again. He's going to rush over like 50, 60 yards. And, and that's it. That's going to be pretty much it. It's going to be field goal fucking fest after that, for Morales. Shout out to Morales from Miami. And, you know what I mean? I think it's going to be that kind of game. If it's a high scoring game, then the New England are so fucked. It's not even funny. You know what I mean? And give me Drake May as the MVP.
God, I hope you're wrong, man.
Yeah,
and Jim, I know Jim doesn't want to see New England get 7.
Blowout, like if this is a blowout and like if Seattle's up big by halftime, how many people are actually going to turn it off?
They got to, yeah.
I'm going to load up on New England if they're down like 20 points. Yeah. I'll throw 100, at least 100, 200. Just to see, just to get the 24 to fucking 3 or whatever that was, right? 28 to 3.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. I don't think that's going to happen this time around, man. They don't have the They don't have the Hall of Famers there.
Spygate, Deflategate.
No.
Belichick Gate.
He's already paid. He's already paid.
Whatever fucking gate, Conformity Gate. The gate
fucking,
11 opens. The gate 11 closes.
The voters.
Gate, PVC Gate, Chain Link Gate.
I think Belichick has heard that so much this week and last week as the voters have made sure that we didn't put you in because because
the amount of
what a poor guy.
I defended Belichick should be in the Hall of Fame. The amount of shit I've gotten for that.
All right. Let me share some picks. First, I'm going to share McCormick's picks, bro. McCormick has a nice, I like this actually, anytime touchdown for Kyle Williams at plus 1,000. Usually some scrub gets a fucking touchdown in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And New England has a lot of them in fucking wide receiver.
Yeah, just ask Juwan Jennings.
Uh-huh.
Ask Juwan Jennings. He's been a scrub who's gotten a TD in the Super Bowl before.
That's actually a really great. It's worth just throwing. Just throw $5 on it, bro. Make yourself some money. So that's pretty good. That's like $100 right there. But here's what I got, man. I got five picks. Hey, you know what? I got to do this, man. For the last time of the season, I got to cue the intro. Hold on.
Say it with me one time, Jerry. Show me the money, Jerry. You better yell. Show me the money.
Have to cue the intro. But I do like I said, I'm high on Drake May's rushing part of the game. He's going to be running a lot. He's done it. He's done it 2 out of the 3 times in the playoffs. Has gone over the rushing yards as well, over 6.5 rushing attempts. JSN, absolutely 7.5 receptions. He's going to be peppered like there's no tomorrow. I think Stephon Diggs, he's going to have to get loose. And I think over 4.5 is very doable. Kenneth Walker, over 22.5 receiving yards. He's done this 2 of the last 3 playoffs game. And, of course, he's getting all the snaps. You know what I mean, dude? Because Charbonnet is not there. And Ramondre Stevenson has done this again, like 4 of the last 5 games, but also in the playoffs, over 50.5 rushing yards. So I think that's like about a plus 750 or some shit like that if you parlay it together. But the rushing attempts, the Stevenson yards prop and stuff, you could play all these separate if you want to. They're all like in the low, minus 110s, stuff like that. So
I got one you could add in there.
What you got?
How many people will mention Dick Hammer?
Hey, all you need is that. I think the prop size for that should be just once. Like over or under. Will they mention Dick Hammer?
You'll only hear Dick Hammer.
You gotta get that right too.
Yep. All right. Well, you got any picks you want to share? I know you're better yourself there, Aaron. What do you got anything you want to display or give us one.
I'll say like Hunter Henry a touchdown just because I feel like
that's a good value too.
It's a safe one, but I just feel like if New England's gonna score like any type of way other than Drake May running, it could be like a tight end. They play the game. I haven't watched them a ton this year, but I just remember how they used to play, and it was just methodical. Like that's why I hated them too. It's just they're so annoying. And I'm sure that hasn't left their organization. They're just it's fundamental and all that bullshit. It's not fun.
He's the leading receiver. He's the leading touchdown receiver in that team. He's the number 1 red zone target. So he's gonna try to find them. That's his security blanket. He's gonna try to find them, and it's. We'll see. I think a lot. The first quarter is going to tell a lot. It's going to be a nice. Listen, if Vrabel wins this, people will forget about Bill Belichick. All right, because he'll do something that Bill Belichick could only dream of. The first player ever in the history of the NFL to win a Super Bowl as a player and as a coach for the same team has never been done. That's great. There's been players and coaches that have won it, right? Like that, but not for the same team. There's been players that have made it to a Super Bowl and won it as a coach, but not as a player. So he is the first one to have both wins as a head coach for the same team. You know what I mean? That's a pretty wild stat. So that is one thing that Bill Belichick can say that he actually did that no other coach can ever do. That'll be insane. I mean,
it's just a shame it's New England.
Yeah, odds are high. Odds are low. I mean, but it's there we go, folks. Everything you need to know for your upcoming less than a week away in San Francisco. By the way, shitty fucking city to have a Super Bowl. Bunch of bums and shit.
Yeah, with the electrical substation next door that causes ACLs to just tear and blow out.
Bunch of bums and shit. All over the fucking place.
Second string quarterbacks in the second quarter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'll be crazy.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a parlay for that too.
Yeah, that's true. All right, true.
How many injuries over under?
Seattle second string quarterback.
Yep, that's true, man. Hey, do you think here's another thing? Do you think they should bring back Marshawn Lynch for just a 1-day contract, bro? Just to fucking suit him up, man. Put him up.
So he could get the ball at the goal line.
There you go. Maybe they'll have it this time.
Absolutely. If Seattle's got the chance to do that again,
They're gonna hand it off this
They
time.
will run the ball.
They will hand it off, no doubt about it.
They'll QB sneak in.
No, they gotta hand off that
They
shit,
will
dude.
do the one play that everybody complains about, but everybody's incorporated into their offense, and everybody should know because it started with Aaron's team.
Yeah, you know what's funny is the Bills
Yeah.
bitched about that, and then they do it like they try and do it all
Every
the
other
time.
second.
In the playoffs, that was like their number one, play when it went fourth down,
Yeah.
or down a yard.
And Green Bay's the same way. They actually beat the drum to try and get it banned first, and then they were trying to do it, and they were failing all the time. They could not do it. At least the Bills kind of pulled it off. But
They pulled it off.
Because Jordan Love is built like a scrub,
Yeah.
whereas Josh Allen, you can do it with him.
But it
It
still
works
doesn't,
with a quarterback like Josh
it's-
Allen because he's big and brolic.
but it still doesn't look nowhere near as smooth, right? Or as kind of automatic.
Well, Buffalo changes it. They just go to the left side where Philly kind of just goes right. Tush push right up the middle. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Dick Hammer, tush push up the
Dick the worst tush push and Dick Hammer. All right, in the game. Over or under? How many?
And
Once?
that's what Seattle's is going to call theirs. We're going with the Dick Hammer on two.
We got the Dick Hammer. It's called the Dick Hammer push. All right, you know what I'm saying, bro? 1 yard to go.
Dick push on two.
It's more like a vibration, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's like you're gonna fucking find in the back there. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just give her the.
Like, yo, is that the 13th man or what the hell was
Yeah,
that?
what is that? Is that the Raminator 9000 or is that Dick Hammer? Which one is that, bro? You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, all right, man, guys,
Just hammer me home, Dick.
good stuff, man. Now, Jim, we kind of got ahead of the game on this one, right, Jim? And we will not make you suffer again. And
No, please make me suffer. I love nothing more.
Give your
for
take
44
again.
years, my miserable existence is fucking suffer.
Give us your take. We already did out of this list right here. We already did fucking your boy McCarthy. Okay, so by the way, you got an F. You know, you got a big F. Bills.
F for fuck this.
The Falcons. Look, I think that was a really good pickup, and even smarter by Stefanski because he goes to the division that you really don't need much to win. You know what I mean, dude? That AFC South.
All he
it's like
wins is an extra 2 games a year, and
that's it.
And he's in the playoffs.
That's it, dude. So smart move by the team and also the coach. Hey, man, I'm gonna go in there, play, coach for 5 years, maybe make a couple of playoffs, and then probably get another coaching job somewhere else. So I think that was a solid move. Before Harbaugh, right? I've always preached. You can bring John Gruden out, retire. Reinstate him, whatever. If not Stefanski, but then when Harbaugh was available, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, you got to go for Harbaugh. But Stefanski was a great consolation prize if the Giants didn't get Harbaugh. So I think the Falcons got themselves a coach that has been proven. And I don't know. Look, if you want to look at Vrabel's success this year, you're looking at a coach that's probably the same thing, right? Coach of the year, right? I was taking this team to the playoffs, that kind of crap, and then they fired him. So why not Stefanski, right? You never know.
Yeah.
You never know, man. So what do you guys think of the Falcons and Stefanski? Pretty good move. Both ways. Solid. What do you guys think?
It's better than Raheem Morris.
Oh, I'm so fucking low. Yeah.
I mean, they could have hired me. That would have been a better choice.
Man.
Shit, any one of us three could have been a better choice than what Atlanta has had. Come on.
I think any of us three could be better than who was the Steelers? Those Arthur Smith.
Absolutely, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's in college now, right?
And either
He
way.
Yeah,
left
poor
college, right?
Ohio State.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
I'm so
gonna
happy
fuck
about
that
that. I
up.
hope that tanks them, but they'll just be like, you know what, you're not calling plays anymore. Like, as soon as something goes a little bit sideways, they'll be like, you're done. Like,
Hey, you're coaching special teams. Get the hell out of here. That's probably what's gonna happen.
I wouldn't even trust him with that. I wouldn't even trust him to be like a fucking inspirational speaker at a company retreat.
It's true. My Giants, baby. We got the will. We just need the will to fucking
I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared.
We got to see what we do in the draft because we got to fix that O-line. We got to see what we do in the offseason and the free agency. We got to get better wide receivers. We got to make sure we teach Scatterbo and fucking Jackson Dart to stop getting concussed, bro. Just because you love it. Just because you love the sensation of being dizzy. You know what I'm saying, dude? Just because that's the type of meathead these guys are. A lot of talent, but shit, not a lot upstairs, man.
Scatterbo's got a bit of that Dick Hammer in him.
Yeah, that's it right there. I think I think they must have swapped the babies, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because that's Dick Hammer's grandson right there, bro. Cam Scatterbo, not Sam
You
Darnold.
know who my grandfather is?
Dick Hammer. Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
I'm
Nah,
gonna turn Dick Hammer into like an animated cartoon somehow.
The
That's like
Ravens.
Hammer's gonna be a
Bravo
guest
type
star on the next Fan in the Van.
What do you think of the Ravens pick here? Especially you, Jim.
It's not bad because Minter had what, a top 10 defense in LA.
Yeah,
You go to Baltimore, who's got good defensive pieces. So you kind of went defense, whereas Harbaugh was more offense. So you kind of went. It's like Pittsburgh and Baltimore kind of switched.
yeah.
A bit. And I mean, out of all the options out there, Minter was the best one for Baltimore to pick up. Now, does that mean Baltimore has immediate success? We don't know yet. I mean,
remains to be
it's
seen.
not Cincinnati who chose to stick with a coach that fails. I like it for Baltimore, though. It's something new. It's something fresh.
I think it depends on who's the OC going to be.
Yeah.
Right. That's huge because you got Lamar Jackson. You know Lamar.
Yeah, that's going to be the key component there.
Let's see what that's going to be like. I know the rumors saying that Harbaugh and Lamar didn't get along or whatever the case may be, but I don't think that's true. I mean, Lamar owes Harbaugh his fucking entire career.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because he drafted him and he also said, "Listen, dude, we gotta make you better." And Lamar's one of those guys that listens. You know, he works hard and stuff like that. So it was a good pair. But this is going to be the part where Lamar is going to play with a new head coach for the first time in his career. Let's see how
it's going to be a huge adjustment for a lot of them.
Yep, absolutely, man. What do we got here? The Browns, baby. Todd Monken.
I give that an S for shitty.
Well, all right. Todd Monken or McCarthy? If you had your choice out of the two.
Suck.
I'll take McCarthy.
Me too.
I don't think Todd Monken's head coach material. Like you see that clip of him walking into the building. He's probably like, "Damn, man, I really got like, how the hell did I get here?" Like that's why I got the vibe where he's like, "Holy shit, I don't think I'm done to do this." You know what I mean?
I think they just hired him as a guy who's like, "Okay,
He's
you're not going to fight us on starting Watson."
He's the fall guy, bro. I'm telling you right now, Stefanski went to church after he got out, lit up and prayed to all the saints in the heavens because thank you God for letting me out of that fucking shit show. I mean, dude, because that's exactly what that is.
Stefanski's not even the problem in Cleveland. You have an inept GM like Grant. Okay, you've had good drafts, but then you negate good drafts by saying, "Oh, we're going to trade Baker and we're going to bring in a rapist." And not only that, we're going to reward him and we're going to give him a fully guaranteed deal that no matter what we try to do, we can't get out of it. So we Dick Hammered ourselves.
Yeah.
Dick Hammer's coming up a lot tonight, guys. That's all I'm saying.
It was a Dick Hammer contract because here's the thing. You have all that money tied into one player. You could never make the rest of the team better. So you couldn't go out for anything in the market, right? So
and not only the financial, like I thought he was gonna be like obviously, you know, everything that went on off the field and all that, but like in Houston, he was that guy was
before he got hurt.
Top tier, like
before he got hurt.
When he was at Clemson, I was like, this guy's an absolute dog. Like, and then
he's a dog, all right.
Like he lost. That's the real because I used to really like the guy.
I used to like him in Houston. He was a hell of a player before he got hurt.
And then it's like it doesn't even look like half the same guy.
No,
like,
dude.
It almost looks like he doesn't even want it either. That's the thing. Like he doesn't. He's just out there.
He wants it, just not on the field.
He wants it, and he's gonna get it. Damn it!
On a table, baby, with a towel.
Yeah, that's where I lost the respect for him. He doesn't know proper rub and tug etiquette.
No, dude.
Yeah, you got to ask Robert Kraft for that.
Yeah, Robert Kraft got to handle, bro. I mean,
listen, it's simple. You go, you get the rub down. She goes, "Okay, baby, turn over," and then they start flicking your nipple a bit, and then you just don't force it. You got to ease into it. Come on, rub and tug etiquette 101. No force. You're gonna bang anyway.
Yeah,
he's that type of guy. He never heard no.
You got to play a little bit of the long game to get there.
Jim, he should have spent the offseason at Roosevelt Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Chicas, every fucking other one.
Deshaun Watson would be living the man's dream on Roosevelt Avenue. He'd be Dick hammering everyone.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
That'd be a good name for a rub and tug.
That is. Well, I don't know. It would be Dick Hammer. That's more like for dudes, gay dudes.
Well,
to get
I
rubbed.
don't think Deshaun Watson discriminates.
No. So yeah, Munkin, I think it's just, hey, let's hire this guy because we're probably going to fire him in a couple of years after. Let's sort out this whole mess of what quarterback we're going to keep, which is not going to be any of the ones in the roster in about 2 years. So Watson's going to be gone. So is Shedeur Sanders. So is, I forget the other dude, Dylan Gabriel. You know what I mean? There's going to be nobody there, bro. They're going to be so bad. They're going to be drafting a quarterback this season.
They'll bring
They'll
Flacco
tank for
back just
arts.
to get him through another bad year.
Flacco might be the quarterback coach and backup quarterback. You know, they'll bring him back as a quarterback coach. And hey, let me jump in there. So that's the best quarterback. What's his name? Apart from Baker, after Baker, the best quarterback freaking Stefanski had was Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
he took him to the playoffs. So, oh man. And here's another what I like to call tanking option with the Dolphins. That's my take. And what is it, Headley?
that's what a lot of Dolphins fans seem to think from what I've seen. That the tanking's coming. How funny is it that Mike McDaniel actually now gets to be the offensive coordinator for the quarterback Miami should have drafted?
Yeah, they're in the Flores era.
The NFL script writers can't write a better script than that.
No.
Brian Flores was right.
The guy was a douchebag, but he was right about that.
Because now you get to play. Because now you get to be the coordinator for Justin. I can't stay healthy, Herbert, but I'll play through it.
Yep. That was a great. I think that was a great spot for McDaniels, right? He's gonna get to play with a lot of good tools, right? You got some good wide receivers, you got some good running backs, great offensive line. They're gonna get better. You got the quarterback. I think there's a lot of good things going on there, and I think they got the play caller that might. That
made the smart move of pulling out of the Cleveland.
It's Harbaugh, bro. Harbaugh. That's what they do, man. The Harbaugh. That's what they do. They surround themselves with talent. That's what good head coaches do, man. You know what I mean? They surround themselves with talents, coaches that are pretty good, and end up becoming head coaches later on in this, in their career. That's what you're supposed to do. BMAX says fan meets Robbie at the parlor. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
What?
Fan meets Robbie at the parlor.
Oh, Robert Kraft.
Oh, Robert. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, if he's paying, I'll meet him.
I don't blame him.
He's got deep pockets.
He's probably got a fucking expense account there. Yeah, I'll go down to Jupiter and get a quick fucking. You know what? Yankee spring training's coming up soon.
Hey, dude, he has a nice mansion in Jupiter Island, bro. You know what I mean?
I'll go hang out with Robert Kraft.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, what do you think?
As long as he's not that awkward old guy in the locker room walking around with his fucking loose skin and old balls swinging around everywhere, we're good to go.
He'll let you ride his fucking $20 million golf cart. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, as long as one of his 80,000 fucking Asian masseuses are fucking giving my fucking dick a good fucking sucking, I'm good.
As long as you're getting a dick hammer by one of his masseuses, you'll be okay, bro.
I'll the shit out of him. I don't give a fuck. This segment brought to you by Dick Hammer.
Dick Hammer. Hall of Famer.
When you want to smoke Viagra, you're going to be hammering with that dick.
Dude, if Dick Hammer, that Viagra fucked up, dude. That should have been their guy. Maybe he was dead by the time Viagra came out. You know what I'm saying? You could have Dick Hammer as your spokesperson.
When you want your dick to work like a hammer, you take Viagra.
Dick Hammer, sponsored.
I'm going to be the new sponsor for Viagra. Viagra, reach out. My people call your people.
Oh, man.
We'll sink some of that down to the Titanic and raise it.
Robert Saleh. This is dirty right here, bro. That is not a D in my book.
No, it's not. Well, for defense, yes.
Yeah, but
not like that. It's a good hire, but watch him be the scapegoat again. Watch.
This is the camera's dog right here. Okay, easy, buddy. Great hire, and even a better hire by hiring Dable. So this time he got himself a good offensive coordinator. Remember, Robert Saleh wasn't the problem with the Jets, right? The record was better with Robert Saleh. That team was top notch with Robert Saleh. When Robert Saleh was out of the fucking picture, that team went to shit. And then an entire season without Robert Saleh, look what happened.
They couldn't even get a turnover. The only turnover they have that doesn't even happen in America.
Dude, they went from like a top 5 defense to like you cannot get a fucking interception do the entire year.
That hasn't happened since like 1933.
Yeah, it was before they had TVs and shit, dude. You know what I mean? When they were like, There was no pads when the last time that didn't happen.
That happened when Dick Hammer was growing his first pube.
I would trade the grade. I think that's a B plus. You know what I'm saying? Higher, and it's gonna be better. They have some stuff in place, even though it didn't seem like it. But I think they got the quarterback. I like Cam Ward. Cam Ward battled this whole season, and he showed. He still finished with some really decent numbers. And then the fact that you got Simmons on defense. I gotta get my dog out of here. I got Simmons on defense. And they need to draft well and get some surrounding players around Cam Ward and a good offensive line. And I think this team is going to be one of those surprise teams that they may not make the playoffs, but they're going to be vastly improved just because of
the record will be better.
Their defense will get
Keep
up.
talking, guys. Let me get my dog inside the house.
Yeah, I mean, the defense with Salo will be great. Dabble is the offensive coordinator. I don't think he should have ever been a head coach. I think he should have just stuck as a coordinator. But Ozempic fucks with you that way. Look at Fat Joe.
How'd you feel about that? What was that? The World Series he came out at? I was like, man.
Fat Joe?
Yeah, that was
he sucks, bro.
That was bad.
Fat Joe is snitching on everybody down here, dude. I mean, he doesn't have the best reputation.
Fat Joe was best friends with Dick Hammer back in the day.
That's true.
According to every Fat Joe, anything that's ever happened in American history, somehow Fat Joe has been there.
Fat Joe gave
getting shot. Oh yeah, I was riding shotgun.
That's like Rick Ross. I feel like he's the same way.
Yeah, that's true.
But not really Rick Ross because it's not really Rick. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing with. Like
he's a corrections officer.
Right. He was.
Ricky,
the guy's
radio for
identity.
backup.
And just
50 kind of killed Rick Ross's career with Officer Ricky.
Yeah, that's true. Good thing he made a lot of money, and he also signed a bunch of artists that he's still living over their fucking.
Yeah, good thing he also owns Wingstop.
That's true.
He can eat his lemon peppers while wearing lemon pepper steppers all day.
See, that's the difference between smart celebrities, and artists when they find another venture. Like, look at Pitbull, dude. Pitbull down here owns like a bunch of fucking franchises and shit, and the dude never went platinum or even gold a day in his life. It just, iTunes, fucking Apple Music is what saved his ass. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna wear a suit. Fuck you guys, I don't get what you'd say. I'm from the hood, but guess what? I'm gonna wear a suit and I'm gonna do catchy shit, and that's how I'm gonna make my money, bro. So
it's the 305 worldwide.
That's right, baby. He's over here. He's Mr. Miami down here. So yeah, no, I think this is a lot of shade to Robert Saleh here, bro. That's not a D, man. That's a B. That's a B plus. I give him B plus, man. I won't give him an A yet, but I give him a B plus.
No, I give him a B plus.
Yeah.
I'm not going any lower than that.
No.
But again, Tennessee's got a lot of things to figure out.
But I think they got the right guy in place. I think he learned from the Jets. Seen it rebuilt. The job he did this year
Aaron
with
Rodgers to Tennessee.
Yeah, no, he ain't going to Tennessee, bro.
Why not? Rodgers would look good in that teal blue.
Nah, dude. Cam Ward is a starting quarterback. As long as he doesn't get hurt, that dude's a starting quarterback in that team. And I think Ozempic Dable is gonna have some good shit for him.
Hey, that teal blue is gonna make him look thinner than that dark blue.
That's true, man. He looked bad. He looked bad with the fucking. Yeah, you're right.
That
you're
lighter
right.
shade of blue is going to. The women are gonna go crazy for fucking Ozempic down there in Tennessee.
Fat Joe might make a visit.
NFL Morgan Wallen or whoever that country guy is.
Yeah, Morgan Wallen.
Gonna get a ton of trim in Tennessee.
Dude, he's gonna come out in the walk. You know how he does it? You know how Wallen brings these celebrities in his walkouts, right? Dable's gonna be there in one of the walkouts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dude, when the season starts.
Dable's gonna have Jelly Roll. Dable's gonna have Jelly Roll walk him out to the field.
Yeah, two of the greatest Ozempic customers right there, bro. Dable and Jelly Roll. All right, and Fat Joe's gonna be in the background. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Ozempic mentally fucked with Fat Joe.
Yeah.
Fat Joe was there when they made Ozempic.
Dude, Fat Joe looked like he had a stroke, dude. You know what I mean, dude? Because his face is all fucked up too, man. You ever seen him talk? He looks like he has like a droopy eye, and I was like, dude, come on, man.
It's like, his face doesn't move. It's just part of his face. It's like
it is, dude. It is. I'm like, yeah, damn, bro. The weight, man. They messed up your fucking facial expression, dude. You know what I mean?
He's not symmetrically correct.
No. Well said, my friend. In this show, bro, we don't just give you sports sake. We also talk medical shit. We give our best medical takes here, and from weight loss to plastic surgery, whatever, man.
Shit, we're better than the 49ers trainers. They don't know shit.
Oh shit,
we're better than the Yankees trainers too.
That's true, dude. That's true.
Fucking sign a guy who can't even fucking play, and you tell, oh yeah, you got a minor injury. Yeah, this guy can never play again. He's got no spinal cord. Well, I could have fucking told you that. I'm not a doctor. Fucking assholes. Not that anybody on the Yankees doesn't have a spinal cord injury. I'm just saying. Like, you could look at an X-ray and tell, yeah, this guy's got a fucking fracture. Oh, that's not a fracture. That's just normal. No, it's a fracture, bitch. Like, you went to school for 8 years to be a doctor and you still can't read an X-ray. I never went to school to be a doctor, and I can tell you that's a fucking fracture.
I see the break in the middle.
Not connected to another bone. That is what we call a fracture. Kind of like the hiring of McCarthy has fractured the Steeler fan base even more.
McCormick on the chat goes, because are you ready, E? Giants with Harbaugh and Malik Neighbors. I think but Malik, that's the question. Malik needs to come back 100%, right? I don't think the rumors are that he's not progressing as they thought he was going to progress. But again, who knows?
Well, good thing he's doing those IHOP commercials.
That's true, man. And Malik better come straight, man. But
because he may be the one-legged receiver.
Yeah, no, they need to do this. They need Wandale Robinson cannot be your number one receiver for another year, dude. That's just
serving pancakes.
Look at the Steelers.
I know.
Kenneth Gainwell was our number one.
I know, man. It's not a great recipe, bro. It's not a great recipe for longevity here.
No,
we're not. I think we beat McCarthy to death already, right? Even intentionally and unintentionally, man.
Talk about a guy who needs Ozempic.
But you know what, dude? The Bills. This is right here where you're like, shit. You know, you're gonna fire McDermott, right? Which I didn't see that coming.
Which I wish the Steelers would have went and got McDermott. I'd rather that.
Man,
I thought they would. I really did. I was like, that's.
Well, he said he's gonna take a year.
As soon as I see McDermott fired, I go, all right, the Steelers got to pounce on this. This is something nobody would see coming.
That would have been a signing, dude.
Now we'll go with 5 guys McCarthy.
Jim, you think if McCarthy didn't have Pittsburgh ties, they would have at least interviewed more people? Like, I feel like there's such a emotional ownership.
Yeah,
like
they absolutely would have. I mean, there are people that have messaged me. They're like, oh, well, you know, the Steelers do go outside of the box. I mean, they hired Tomlin. I'm like, okay, but now you have to replace Tomlin. Now you can go outside the box again. And instead, oh, well, McCarthy's got ties because his dad worked at some steel plant and his mom was flipping burgers at some fucking diner on the strip. I don't give a fuck. McCarthy can't get the job done. He's choked time and time again. So is McDermott, but I'd rather McDermott.
Dude, what strip are you talking about in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, there's a strip somewhere.
They got a strip in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, there's a strip. They call something over there the strip. Yeah. It's just a whole bunch of fucking food places and clothing shit and whatever else. They call it a strip.
Is it by a body of ocean or water?
No.
Off the bridge, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like right off the bridge.
Okay.
So, yeah, it probably is by water. I forgot. You know, they do got like a fucking million bridges there, but whatever.
But this Joe Brady hire, man. I'm like, dude, you did all of this, right? And it is you and I have discussed, Jim, and me and Jim, Aaron, we've discussed that when you let go of a coach, that's, you know, that kind of has a little bit of a foundation of your team. You usually have a backup plan. So the Steelers didn't, and neither did the fucking Bills. You know what I mean?
No, this was one of those like pregnancy scare hires. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, shit, we got to get somebody, or otherwise the fan base is just going to fucking go crazy. And that's kind of what the Bills and the Steelers did. There was no backup option. It was like, all right, well, McCarthy's the better name out of everybody else out there with more experience. Okay, so we'll go with that. Joe Brady was just, well, this guy's here. Let's just give it to him.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and just,
like, and when you think about that in Cleveland, right? Why wouldn't you promote the guy who actually wanted the job?
Yeah.
Like, for whatever sick, sadistic reason, Jim Schwartz wanted to be the head coach in Cleveland. Why wouldn't you just say, hey, you got some longevity here. These guys know you. There's a foundation. There you go. You're going to bring in a guy who's unknown and monking as a head coach on a team that has to turn shit around, or you're just going to continue to be the butt of my jokes, which is great, but could have given it to Jim Schwartz. Now Jim Schwartz will leave Cleveland.
Yeah,
now where does Jim Schwartz go?
Nah, there's open opportunities, buddy.
I wouldn't go to either one of those two. If I had to choose between those two teams, I'd rather deal with dry heat and swamp ass in Arizona.
That's, again, right? You know, now that you mentioned that, man, who the fuck is Arizona going to hire?
I found out it was inaccurate, but somebody had sent something to me that said, well, you wanted Freeman, but he's going to Arizona. He ain't leaving Notre Dame.
No, he's not. I think these two teams, the Raiders and the Cardinals, are on the Clint Kubiak sweepstakes here.
No, Kubiak, I think, wants to stay as the OC.
Okay, because I know he is.
I don't blame him with these two things open.
Yeah, he is. He is like the hot commodity that's left out here. I mean, there's still, you got to find somebody for the job, but shit, man. I mean,
Chris Shula will wind up in one of these two fucking shit franchises. The upside with Vegas is that you get the number 1 pick, and you're gonna get.
Well,
this is why I feel so bad for this kid Mendoza. The minute he gets drafted, he's already gonna be anointed by the Raider fan base. This is the savior of the Raiders. Nothing is saving the Raiders. You play in a town where betting is, well, granted, gambling's legal practically everywhere now, but you literally play in a state where gambling has always been legal, and you still can't win. The House don't win in Allegiant Stadium. It always loses because the Raiders suck.
The Raiders do suck, but I think they have pieces, right? Crosby's not going anywhere. You just need to surround them with more.
I think he is going to wind up. I think he's going to force his way out of Vegas. But you have Brock Bowers.
But Bowers and Genty too, and that's it. No, you're
done. That's all you got.
Trey Tucker.
And then you're going to have Mendoza. And you're going to have a coach who has no experience.
That's
you're already losing a year of success. You're already losing it.
Unless it's play Kubiak.
Bring in like a Chris Shula or somebody like that, and what are you going to win?
It has to be an offensive-minded coach, right? Because you have players like Bowers and Genty who fit that model of today's offense.
Yeah.
And of course, but you cannot run any type of offense if you cannot protect the quarterback. All right.
Maybe
and again,
Brady will just step in and be the coach.
Yeah. Put it this way. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Brady doesn't get down that close to the fucking field. Brady's making his millions in the fucking office. You know what I mean?
Tony Romo, head coach of the Raiders.
Oh shit, that'll be real fucked up.
John Gruden goes back.
Hey, God. That's not a risk,
he did turn down an opportunity to work for the Jets. So
yeah, as anybody should, right?
John Gruden is a smart man. He will take this job. John Gruden will go back and take this job, bro. If they offered it to him,
that would be the ultimate script.
You'd be paying him a ton of money, but yeah.
Hey, do you know what? I think it's a risk worth taking. And you know what I'm saying? And I think that's where I feel like I know you got Kyler Murray, but dude, Kyler Murray, that's it. Everybody's
done in Arizona.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it's gonna be a switcheroo between Kyler and fucking Tua. Talking about lawyer here, there's gonna be some screwy ass trade.
Just go from one midget to another one.
Exactly, dude. At least one midget gets hurt. He doesn't get concussed, but he's not gonna come back for the rest of the year. The other one's gonna get concussed. You're gonna be stuck with $90 million in your damn dead cap. But better scenario, even though you got Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. They got some really good talent as well. But I don't know, man. I just don't see the functionality. I'm hopeful for Mendoza because I don't think he's gonna have fucking the year that everybody expects, but he is built for the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. Big guy. He can take the hits, as you saw, right, in the playoffs. And also I think the IQ and the preparation and the fact that this kid, just like Cam Ward, right, went through the whole, I wasn't highly recruited, right? I went to a school, I did okay, made it known. Then I got to a perfect scenario with Cignetti, and I became the Heisman Award winner. And then I won a championship, which he outplayed the other quarterback by a lot, the same much as Carson Beck. But I think he does have those intangibles, right? That I think a lot of quarterbacks are missing in this class, right? So now, granted, if he was coming out next year, he would not be the number 1 pick or the first quarterback taken off the board.
No.
Well, you know what's funny is that that Oregon quarterback said, "I'm not coming out," because everybody's slotting him into the Jets. I forget his name, but
Dante Moore.
Dante Moore. Yeah, he's like, nope, I'm staying. I'll get my NIL
well,
up.
it's funny because the report was, well, I'll make more on my nil deal than going into the NFL. So everybody runs with that. I do my episode. I'm like, he don't want to play for the fucking Jets.
Dude, look, Trinidad Chambliss is trying to come back, and he's done with eligibility. Like at least Dante Moore has one more year. Chambliss was like, yo, can you come up with one? I'm suing college football because he doesn't want to go to the Jets because that's what the Jets will probably draft after him. It's gonna be him. You know what I'm saying, dude? So
because they're either gonna trade or release Justin Fields. See, this is how ass backwards the Jets are. They've been rebuilding for fucking 60+ fucking years
since
Joe
Namath.
Gonna pay Rodgers and Justin Fields again, and it's a total of $50+ million, and they're not even on your roster.
They should just bring Mike White back, like pay him
I'll bring Mike White back.
They're better off bringing the Mormon MILF hunter back.
There you go, man. There you go.
He might actually
he wasn't
not be
bad
that
with the
bad.
Jets. I mean,
That's a
when you
crazy take.
when you protected him, he made some plays. They won more with Zach Wilson than they did with Rodgers.
That's true.
I
The
mean,
milk slayer, bro, for real.
the MILF Slayer, dick hammering MILF everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, but those are the last two remaining jobs, not the best jobs available. So let's see what happens.
Fucking this shit's like, do I want to bang a 3 or a 4 when I'm drunk?
That's pretty much what
But
we're
if you
coming
bang
at.
them both, they're a 7. If you combine them,
Maybe
Is
a
it 3
six,
less
six.
annoying because like they're both
Yeah.
not good looking. Then it's like you just, you know what I mean?
like it's like the Kardashians.
Yeah,
These two job openings, they're shit. They're annoying.
Fake. Yeah, it's fake. It's a head coaching job, but it's like a fake head.
Yep.
It's not exciting.
with that being, yep. And with that being said, boys and girls, we're gonna see what happens. But now it is time for douchebag of the week.
Dumbass.
Wrong intro. My bad. Wrong intro.
Yes,
Damn
it was
it.
the wrong intro.
Holy shit. Where's that intro, bro? I haven't used it in a while.
Damn right you haven't. We haven't done douchebag in a month in like 6 months.
Yeah. It's been a good year for douchebags, bro. You know what I mean? So
Oh, it has been.
yeah, it's been quiet, dude. It's been quiet. Let me see dude, I haven't used this one in a while. I think I lost it in my fucking cue cards here, in my shit here. That was dumbass of the week. Where the hell is douchebag of the week? Oh, here it is. Ready?
Well,
It's on
douchebag.
top.
What is a douchebag?
A bag that holds douche.
I know a douchebag when I see one.
You pretentious douchebags!
I don't do well with douchebags.
There you go. We got a couple of douchebags that we're gonna talk about today.
Yeah.
Mr. Emmanuel Acho, unemployed, by the way.
Oh.
Stephen A. Smith, who he has a job because all he does is like, I mean, he criticizes Skip Bayless a lot, right? But guess what? You're doing the same shit. You know what I mean?
He got dirt on somebody at ESPN because
Oh.
he's like the whole network now.
He is. No, well, it's him, but what's keeping that place alive? It's Pat McAfee.
They had to do that.
That's the only reason, and they don't mess with Pat McAfee. Like Pat said, look, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna do the same shit I did before.
Yeah, they
So,
curse. They do all that.
So they don't dare to mess with Pat McAfee. So this guy just has to be there. Let me see. The reason why, let me go ahead and pull up the reason why we bring him up is because of this take right here that Jim loves. You know what I mean? Jim loves this fucking take.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go ahead and here we go. Hold on a second. Let's maximize this in here. Let me play a boys and then let's react to this. This is Stephen A. Smith, who should have been the coach for the Steelers.
Best take of the year.
Yep.
Take of the year.
I'm very upset going back to the Pittsburgh Steelers because I want to stay for the record, and I'm not joking about this. I'm dead serious.
Wish you
I
weren't.
believe that Ryan Clark should have been interviewed for the job. I mean it. I believe that Ryan.
I'm gonna pause it right there. That's all you need to know. That was so much bullshit. That even Clark was like, I can't, it can't be serious, right? Didn't know about this before the show. He's pulling my chain here, bro. You know, it's Ryan Clark with his fucking hoodie and his jacket and sports coat. Fucking 1991's just, your fucking style back.
Ryan Clark, who I'm looking at right now, should have been interviewed for the job. Wait, listen. Phillip Rivers got interviewed by the Buffalo Bills. I'm just saying, you the Pittsburgh Steelers, what's up? What's up? I know they love RC. I know they know he's a Steeler for life. I know they pick up the phone and call him and defer to him and ask his advice and stuff like that, or give him or make sure they express their thoughts to him. How come you can't interview the brother? You gonna sit up there and bring Mike McCarthy back at 62 years old? That's right, and that's what I'm saying. That RC Ryan Clark should have been interviewed for the head coaching job of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Y'all gonna come to me years later. Remember this. Keep this in the archives. Stephen A. said it. You understand?
We will.
This is what I'm
Don't you
talking
worry.
about. These are the problems. Let's go on. Let's move on.
He's still upset about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Dude,
First off, that would have been atrocious. It would not have been a good deal. That's one and foremost. It would not have been a good deal. It would have been atrocious. It would have been a huge disappointment.
Yep. Shit
and we
show.
would have not one white player on the team. Okay? That's right. I said it in my Trump impersonation. Okay? Because he got to offend the people.
Yep.
This would have been atrocious. I would not have liked this deal at all.
A disaster.
Just because Phillip Rivers got interviewed by Buffalo does not mean we interview former players across the league. We don't do it. The Steelers, they met their minority quota. Okay? Ryan Clark is not head coach material. I'm sorry. He's not. I'm sorry.
We're going to a new Mike. His name is Mike McCarthy, former champ. That's what we're doing. Make America great again. Make the Steelers great again. That's exactly.
Mike McCarthy. He's a great guy. He's swell. I met him at the Ford plant a few months back, and we were shooting the shit. We had some Five Guys. He ate all of it. But
Big Macs. Trump likes Big Macs, bro. So we had 2 Big Macs.
I like a good Big Mac because it's huge.
Yeah,
Steelers than anybody.
There's a good proportion of meat to cheese. We also met with Dick Hammer. Huge meat. Huge meat.
Double patty. McCormick goes, it's Steve Aztec agrees with Fran. It's a big room, a really big room. It's what it is. This is just, again, Stephen A is a troll. He's Skip Bayless, right? That's it. That's his whole thing. That's his program. That's what he does. This is what he's going to do.
He's a troll.
Yeah.
Just like me. He's a troll. Me and Stephen A. Smith. We're trolls. We're huge in the troll game. We're huge.
It's funny because this still, the wind is picking up here, man. My second screen.
The wind is picking up. It's huge down there in Florida.
It's getting crazy, bro.
I'm thinking about the Floridians. Don't worry. Me and DeSantis are gonna figure out a way to stop the wind from
the snow.
To Florida.
We gotta get snow in Tampa, and we gotta get snow in Pensacola.
We're gonna get you what you want. Don't worry, Ryan Clark. We're gonna get you to Pittsburgh to piss everybody off. It's gonna be huge. Ryan Clark, I don't. Well, like, of all former Steelers, why? I think he was just doing that because Ryan Clark's there. They work together, and it's just one of those. Because you got to do something to get people talking about something, right?
They spent the night in the studio too. It was right the night of the big snowstorm.
Yeah. I wonder if Ryan Clark was probably the big spoon.
Yeah.
But like, I've always been one of those guys that's like, hey, you want to bring a former player in as like a consultant, like a guy who comes in training camp, like works with the defense. Yeah. Like, if you want to do that with Ryan Clark, I'm fine with that. But to say that you should interview him for a head coach, he's never been a coordinator anywhere.
No.
He's just going to skip the line? Why? Because he's Ryan Clark? Skip the line? And you can just be a head coach? Because, no. Go the route everybody. Rex Ryan wasn't a head coach overnight. Rex Ryan was a defensive coordinator for how many years before he finally got a head coaching job? Robert Saleh, the same thing. Wink Martindale, the same thing. Aaron Glenn, the same thing. Dan Campbell, the same thing. Like, Ryan Clark would not have been a good choice. That would have came with a lot of backlash.
That would have been really bad, dude. Really
that
bad.
That would have came with a lot of backlash, and the douchebags like Kevin Adams of the world would have really went on a racist tirade. It would have been a racist tirade. It would not have been good for social media. Twitter would have been shut down. Elon would not allow it.
No.
Elon would not allow
Kevin
Adams to post racial bitter diatribes. X is huge. Twitter is huge. Kevin Adams is a huge douchebag. And if you're watching Kevin Adams, I am like Dick Hammer. I'm huge. Fucking huge. Melania loves it. And I could dance.
Oh, man. Aaron, what do you think of this take, man? I mean, I know it's...
Thinks it's huge?
I mean...
Speechless, bro.
I didn't know this was what was the other one that came shit, I'm not even remembering. I mean, I know the whole Cam Newton was beating his own drum that he wasn't getting a job interview, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or as a backup quarterback too.
Yeah. That's like, I can't it's almost like, how these guys, like you said it, like Stephen A has to be a troll, like Cam for whatever. And like, I try to separate, whatever, like I know these guys put on a show, but he constantly like shits on the Eagles, so it's hard to like get away from the
Yeah.
fact that like I have to hate him. And then like it was so funny. There was a clip where he's like, you know, he's talking to Jalen Hurts and he's like, you know, I'm vulnerable, man. I cried after when I lost the Super Bowl, and Jalen Hurts looks at him. He's like, you know, I could say I was upset, but you know, I didn't cry, and it's just awkward.
Yeah.
But ever since then, when I heard that take, I didn't. I guess that overshadowed this one. I didn't hear this one, but yeah, I mean, like you guys said, has Ryan Clark even been a defensive back coach in high school? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how is he going to go from ESPN person out? That would be like Stephen A. Smith's a consultant now. On the Steelers, or like
or a GM.
Yeah,
was a GM, right? Because he's
the NBA did it.
I know
JJ
Redick talked about like he's going to be a head coach. It's like these guys haven't done it. Like, I don't care if you played or not. Have you?
Yep, but
you know what I mean?
Jim, as bad as the JJ Redick hire was like out there because of you know who he was, at least the man played basketball. Steve, I could bust Stephen A's ass right now, 1-on-1.
Could bust his hairline.
I would fuck him up, dude.
And not only that, Cameron Newton. You wouldn't have been crying at that Super Bowl if you had jumped on the fumble. I was there. I was sitting there with Peyton Manning. We were watching, and I said he's got to jump on that ball, and Peyton Manning's forehead just went red. That's a huge forehead, Peyton's got. A lot of knowledge up there. I'm gonna have him on my cabinet real soon.
It's horrible, dude. Ryan Clark, look, and people like to use. I don't know why Phillip Rivers has been the scapegoat right now. If you take experience. Phillip Rivers at least coached in high school. All right. Yeah. And also when it comes to coaching, give me a quarterback to give him a head coaching job first, then a defensive player. Yeah. Quarterback is the one that's around all the tape, around all the coaches. He's the one that has to do the hardest, the most studying, the most film watching. Right. So yes, that's preparation that a coach has to have. So again, I'm just looking at, you know, the quality and I guess who has probably the most experience. I mean, both guys are going to suck as head coaches. If either one of them got a head coaching job right now, you know what I mean? But I think Ryan Clark would have sucked a lot more than Phillip Rivers if you want to go that route.
Sure, probably. But I mean,
big douchebag.
It's the show I can't take with ESPN. This is why nobody watches. You got to say this to get people to even tune into your programming.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's all Pat McAfee is the only show they tune in religiously. And then also during, you know, big Saturdays, right? Or during college football season. It's all him. Yeah. It's all him, dude.
He rejuvenated like the sports media space because, you know, you had Skip. And I even I'm not the biggest Skip hater like everybody. I just think he's funny because he's just he's an asshole. Like he owns it. Like he's a troll,
but he knows he's a troll. Stephen A. swears he's not a troll.
To, yell constant. Like Stephen A. just gives me a headache within a couple minutes. Like I enjoy it sometimes, but if it's 9 a.m. or 7 a.m. and this motherfucker's spouting off, I'm like, dude.
It's a pretty early show. It's like 10 o'clock, right? I think they do the show around 9 or 10. You know what I mean? They go right before Pat McAfee, so it's like, you know.
Yeah, Pat McAfee's as much as I could say he's a douche because he has.
Yeah, he has douche shit, but all these guys, he gotta be a little douchey.
And he's related. It's just okay, that's how people act though. He played football. He's not he's not an accountant. You know what I mean?
No,
he's out there banging the table and throwing shit.
And he surrounds himself around some people too that actually, you know, make the show work well, right? Over here, the only one in this table that's worth a shit is Oslowski, I think. It's the only one, and that's not saying much. You know what I mean? If you go around this fucking table there of people,
you might as well bring Skip back. Go full.
Another douche doesn't even know where the goal line is in the back of the end zone for his safety. Yep. I wouldn't trust him with anything in my life. I wouldn't even let him hang out with Barron.
Mommy Milker's most pro. All right, so you know what? I am going to use a dumbass of the week because that's who Emmanuel Acho is, bro. So we're gonna break this down because I got to use his intro.
Right, dumbass.
I got to use it. I got to use it. The best economy in the world is coming up right now.
Dumbass. 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 Dumbass.
I'm going to give Emmanuel Acho's kid a trump card just because I gotcha. All right, let's see. Let me go pull up. Let's go pull up the other.
Make sports talk great again. That's what we're doing here tonight.
There we go. Let's see.
If, someone had to do it.
Yep, that's right.
You got that right. Thank you. We can all
was Todd Monken going to command that?
Hold on. Let me review this back right here. Let me replace back. Let me adjust the screens because After all these years of doing this shit, Jim, I just figure out that if we go on top when we share these videos, this shit's bigger.
Melania likes to be on top.
And our movie was tremendous. Tremendous
It
movie
was
with Melania.
tremendous. I'm glad it did 8 million opening night.
Nicki
Thank you,
Minaj is a
taxpayers, for
special.
watching my wife on the big screen. Thank you.
Nicki Minaj is amazing. We love
Nicki
Nicki.
Minaj's ass is as fake as my tan.
But she's amazing.
She's amazing. I love her music. She's a super freaky girl. And
There we go. All right, here we go. Here's this guy right here, bro. He's another one, man. Here's Emmanuel on his take about what Shedeur Sanders should do with his new head coach.
How is Todd Monken going to command that locker room, command that group of men? And also, if I'm Shedeur or anybody in that locker room, why am I listening to Todd Monken? What have you won on an NFL level as a head coach? You're not even a head coach on an NFL level. So I don't even have expectations for because I believe any expectations I would have, he would not meet. Because why am I excited about it, T? Why?
I'm sorry, dude. That was pretty fucking funny. I know who this guy is, but well, hell, dude, we may want to call him and have him on the show. I gotta see who this dude is. I mean, I gotta see it. You know, I didn't watch the entire clip, dude. When you
things you shouldn't do is like sleep with your co-host and then you both get fired.
Yeah, that's right.
Especially when you're married. So,
Well, yeah, that's
out, child. That's
a really big.
You shouldn't have done, and you shouldn't have said that either. You fucking chooch.
Big no, especially when you're married.
Huge mistake. You putting it in Joy Taylor. You are a married man. You don't step outside the marriage. You never do it. That's a huge mistake. You can't do it. Can't do it. Joy Taylor, I love your caramel nips, but you cannot succumb to seduction, sweetie. You can't do it. You can't drop to the dick hammering. You can't do it.
And the worst. And what's the name of the dude that everybody hates, man? Who said that? I love her. Her big cans and her peanut butter skin. I was gonna get in trouble. What was his name?
Jason Whitlock. He's another one. At times, I agree and disagree with his shit.
Yeah, me too, man. But
yeah, Joy Taylor can still get it though, even though she's built weird in the midsection. But whatever.
You know what? Hey, her name.
I think Guado from Total Recall is ready to come out of her stomach.
Dude, you
gotta get to Mars.
Joy Taylor is, you want to talk about feminism, bro? She used every single feminine trait, last name, and also, her women's gifts to get ahead. She did it in Miami. Every job she's gotten, she's married like 4 times. You know what I mean, dude? And it just, doesn't matter.
You gotta chase J-Lo.
Yeah. Yeah, but J-Lo
has got 7 Super Bowl rings. J-Lo's going for 7 engagement rings. So is Joy Taylor.
Now, the difference between them and Joy Taylor is that J-Lo has a lot more fucking money. All right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Joy Taylor is fucking broke.
And she knows about the orange drink. If you know, you know.
What do you think here, Mr. Acho's? Have you heard this one before? Did you see this, Aaron, at all? Pop up throughout the week?
No, I must be in the dark on these, which is crazy. But
you gotta mess around with your algorithm next, bro. You gotta get.
It's all right. We'll bring you into the light.
Too many caramel nips on my algorithm, I guess. Yes. That's where I go wrong.
There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the little X porn.
The name.
I don't got your money though, Trump. You know what I mean? I don't got your pool.
That's all I'm seeing.
The
name is Violet Myers and all these other whores. It's huge, but it's great. They're adding to the economy with their OnlyFans. I'm loving it. No tariffs on OnlyFans.
No taxes on them.
No seductive taxes.
Hey,
I'm going to veto that, DeSantis. I'm sorry. I got to do it.
Hey, just like that. Now that you said who was it goes back to the movie Tommy Boy, and that's where the whores come out. You get shake it here, shake your
ass, $1 here,
$1 there.
And that's what the deal by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but we're trying to take the butcher's word for it.
Oh man, good stuff, gentlemen. Yep, I think we would definitely. Oh man, shit, man. That was good.
Acho's just What has Emmanuel Acho won in the NFL to even say that a kid like Shador should not even listen to a guy who's a head coach?
That
He's
is
got like
you
20
gotta become a
yards
head coach.
receiving or some shit.
Like somehow you got to be a head coach at some point.
First of all, dude,
So,
Shador.
of course, Monken hasn't won anything on the head coaching level. He's never been one. Now he's getting the chance to.
And here's the thing: Shador has to like listen to every effing word because he's still competing for his starting job. That because he played the last 4 or 5 games, and guess what, dude? One of the lowest QBRs and the fucking in the season. He threw for 10 interceptions and 7 touchdowns. I mean, you take the Raider game out of there, and he's like, what the hell, man?
Now, is Acho saying this if, let's say, they hired, say, a Robert Saleh or Mike McDaniel?
No.
Or Brian Dable?
No.
Somebody who's been established as a head coach. Is he saying that? Or is it, Monken's only been an offensive coordinator, so
I mean,
you don't have to listen to him. Imagine like somebody going to any one of your jobs and telling them, like, oh, you don't have to listen to so-and-so because what have they done? Like, they've never been a manager before.
I mean,
so you don't have to listen to them.
Why would you not listen to the guy that coached a generational talent like Lamar Jackson for like the last whatever amount of years? Yeah, don't listen to that guy.
And that's the
Don't
thing
listen to him.
If Monken can instill that in Shador Sanders, like I said the other day, then the sky's the limit for Shador.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to listen to what the guy's telling you, and you have to absorb what he's going to teach you. Like, you're not going to get by in the NFL with just your last name.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get in the Hall of Fame because of your last name. And not only that, you just got picked as a sympathy pick for the fucking Pro Bowl, even though it don't mean shit. Because Mel Kiper probably cried and said, well, since you guys let him drop so far in the draft, you got to give him a Pro Bowl spot. Not Trevor Lawrence, not C.J. Stroud, not this guy. No, let's go with Shador Sanders.
Shador wasn't even...
The Pro Bowl is a shit show. The NFL Hall of Fame is a shit show. And I'm going to abolish the Hall of Fame.
Shador Sanders, bro,
wasn't
even the best rookie quarterback in this class, all right? Fucking Jackson Dart had crazy, insane rookie numbers for his first season with a shitty-ass team. All right, you got Cam Ward with no team who had way better numbers than he did as well. And none of these 2 guys are getting a call for the damn Pro Bowl, which I don't care about the Pro Bowl. To me, that doesn't mean shit.
No.
It's a flag football game anyway, so it doesn't mean anything. It's lost all respect.
The flag football aspect of it. That intrigues me, but
that better not be like a resume thing, though. Like, this guy was in 8 Pro Bowls. Is like that shit.
Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl one year. That's everything you need to know about the fucking guys.
Let's
Pro
put
Bowl.
it this way: if Shador Sanders could get picked for the Pro Bowl, any one of us could be on the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I think so. I could kick. Fucking hell of a kicker.
There are people out there that believe Shador Sanders is a Pro Bowler. They're the same ones who still believe in the fucking Tooth Fairy and still believe Dallas is going to win a Super Bowl and still think the Jets will turn it around. It's okay to believe in certain things, and then you also have to accept certain horrible truths. There is no Tooth Fairy. The Jets will suck forever. The Cowboys will never win anything, and Shador Sanders right now is not a Pro Bowl quarterback. Accept those horrible truths. You just got to accept them.
All right, guys, getting real out of here, bro. I got to put on the gloves.
You got to accept it.
Getting fucking cold, guys.
Shador Sanders can't just live off the name Sanders forever. Just because Colonel Sanders did it doesn't mean Shador can do it.
I don't know how you fucking guys do it, with snow and shit. McCormick said he's been blowing out, he's trying to get out of his driveway now for the past week. You know what I mean? So
listen, B-Mac, if you want, I'll come over there in Air Force One. I got a great snowblower. It was made here in the US of A.
It's called the flamethrower?
It's called the flamethrower. We will gladly bring it to you so you can get on that UPS truck and bring us our packages.
Oh, man.
Just for you, we'll do it. It'll be huge. You can keep it as a gift.
It'll be amazing.
I won't charge you a tariff because it was built in Kentucky.
We don't tariff people inside the U.S. Only those bastards
Jack
outside.
Daniels has always been made in America. We didn't have to outsource it to the Koreans.
Shit, imagine Koreans making whiskey, bro. I don't think that's...
That actually probably be some strong-ass shit.
I mean, sake, bro. I mean, they probably have like a whiskey sake kind of blend in there, dude. You know what I mean? That'll like F you up.
I'm not opposed to a whiskey sake bomb.
Yep.
Okay, when I go over there and I see Kim Jong-un, we do partake in some sake bombs.
They might do it. They might freaking do it.
We also black out things on the Epstein list.
Oh
like
man,
my
yeah.
name in particular.
They're not. That name is never coming out. You notice everybody else is coming out, right? These are all people
Jay-Z's
that
on it.
you know. It's everybody's on it.
Beyonce's on it. Beyonce. She's over there dancing with Beyonce.
Dancing with Beyonce. All right, man. And we're up to that part of the show. Great job, gentlemen. Where we just keep the fucking silliness going.
We're doing a phenomenal job.
Absolutely.
Phenomenal. It's been great so far. I appreciate everyone's best efforts. Don't worry. $2,000 checks are coming soon.
I won't get one. But anyway, we are let's keep going down this rabbit hole. All right.
What the fuck is it?
There we go. We got to go down the rabbit hole here, guys. We got this is where we look at videos. I got a couple of shit. I got some shit here. Oh, by the way, before we do that, Jim, I should have done this before we went through that, but it kind of qualifies. Jim and I, every once in a while, like to react to certain rappers, right? And I got a dude out here, bro. Let me know what you think. This dude is from down south. He's been blowing up all over my YouTube page. Remember when I showed you Best Believe for the first time, and then we've seen some shitty ones as well.
You best believe I've seen some shitty ones since.
Yes, since then. But we got this guy named Jay Wick. Listen to his shit.
Hey, we used to be down by 10. Not check scope, but I knew I was destined to win. It's a whole bunch of losses I took on the chin. I just had to remember that just how it is. And that's just how it go. Lil' bro facing 20, he 20 years old. I'm 25, I done beat up the road. Went from New York to Texas and all the way home. Hey, I'm from the country. We putting hot sauce on a pork chop sandwich. The plug say he getting shit in from Cali, so he paying shipping and handling. I talked to some people, they told me you probably could blow. You just need a little management. Boy, I don't give a fuck about the industry. I find a plug and get rich off of cannabis. I don't give a fuck about the industry. I work a job as long as my son's straight. Bitch, I been him with this music since bro used to cook me a beat on the lunch tray. I hate when they act throwed off. That boy wanna crash in his head on a one-way. Bump from that dirty ass off for real. We'll set that bitch off on a Monday. But we'll set that bitch off on a Wednesday. Shit, I told my dog that he more like a brother to me, but I still pull a melee if he go against me. White boy, my name ain't Josh, but I keep the Drake in case they try to get me, and I call it burn on the hula hoop boy, cause they like to spin around some shit till they dizzy. Hey.
Compare this guy to the dude that we played one time. What was his name? Remember that trashy ass other rapper?
I don't even know what the hell I just watched. Did he say scrate?
Yeah, bro.
I gotta tell you something. This guy's gotta learn his English vocabulary. It's straight, not straight. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna send you a textbook with English pronunciations. Don't worry. Free of charge. Free of charge. All you have to do is just send us an email. DJ Trump at usgov.org.
You guys ever heard of this guy?
I need to learn how to say straight. We'll send you the book. Don't worry.
You guys ever heard of this? He has 2.6 million on that freestyle alone. You ever heard of this guy before? Any of you guys?
Nope, I don't think this guy's ever heard of a barber, a shower, or deodorant.
Nah, this dude is from the sticks, bro. Down here, somewhere in South. I don't know where in the South. He's not from Florida. I don't know if he's from Georgia or some place.
Hey, he's got 2.6 more views than I do.
Yeah, 2.6 million.
Well, I mean, there's that. That tells you 2.6 million people. I would probably say 30% probably scratched their heads. Another 40% probably said, "What the fuck did I watch?" And the other 30 were probably just like, "It's all right."
Oh, man. All right, here we go. I got my guy who likes to run. Ready?
C7, 260, el Pingú de Miami, Cuba Libre.
Oye, hermano, tú no eres cubano.
Bate pa' la pinga.
So, for the non-Cubans in the room, man, you know, this is the guy that does that. You ever seen this guy before, Aaron?
Never.
We've seen it in a Bacolo video. He runs around and be like, yo, 6'7", 250. I'm out here getting work, 5 o'clock in the morning, where he's fucking snowing. He's running out there and shit like that, bro. And the guys always say, yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. It's like, get some friends. Let me see what else I got here. There you go. Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, guys, check it out. Wicked rack of stitties at 12 o'clock. Oh, hell yeah. Watch this. Oh, you trying to get stitty f***ed? Oh. Hey, guys, check it out. wicked rack of stitties at 12 o'clock.
Oh shit, dude! We gotta watch the short ones. Watch
Oh, hell yeah. Watch this.
Where's Stephon Diggs, bro?
You trying to get stitty f***ed? Hey, guys.
Oh shit, man. Oh man, that's pretty funny, bro. There you go. Yeah. Oh shit, man.
Poor kid.
Fucking kid, bro. Oh, we got our boy Sam Darnold is back.
Everyone's gonna be so jealous of me. What are you doing at my house, Darnold? Just wanted to let you know that I'm the first QB from our draft to make it to a Super Bowl. No big deal.
Oh,
I don't
facts.
care. I got 2 MVPs and I'm an all-time great. Now be gone, honky. Save that for someone who's trash. Oh, hey, Baker. Just wanted to let you know I'm the first QB from our draft to make it to a Super Bowl. No big deal. I don't care. Super Bowls aren't for guys like me or Daniel Jones or Tua. We just get our money and get out. Now be gone, honky. Save that for someone who cares. Oh, hey, Josh. Just wanted to let you know I'm the first QB from our draft to make it to a Super Bowl. No big deal.
Yeah, I don't care. I've come to peace with the fact I didn't make it this year. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to my super happy life.
Everyone's...
Oh man. Here you go.
Oh my God! I just got my DNA test results.
That look. What was that?
It is a sad fact that out of all those QBs drafted, he's the one that goes to the Super Bowl.
That's true.
That
You're
is
right.
sad.
He's the one with the least amount of success.
Yeah.
Out of all of them.
Lucky fucking bastard.
Yeah, he is. He's one lucky fucking friendly ghost. Oh, hold on. Let me put this one. The wind is blowing hard.
Oh
man.
my God! I just got my DNA test results. Look, I'm Dominican.
But bro, it says you're only 1%.
You know I Dominican, papi. ¿Qué es lo que mío? Papi, gringo, nunca. Yo soy dominicano, mamá huevo. Cuando yo jugaba béisbol. ¡Uy! Así, papi. Oh my God! I just got my DNA.
That is true, though.
Yeah.
Like there are people that are like, oh yeah, I'm like 3% Italian, and next thing they're rocking Sergio Tacente, and they're
Sergio Valente.
and they're fucking listening to Sinatra religiously, and meanwhile they're like 95% like French.
Yep, that's true.
Like
There we
you're
go.
3% Italian. You're not allowed to fucking do any of that. You're not allowed. I'm sorry, I gotta disagree there.
Here's a Latinos or say different states names.
No, I have to get ready because I have to go pick up my brother from the airport because he's coming from New York. Fancy it. So, Ricky, you don't look at the news, nothing. You didn't see what happened in Washington. You didn't see. Doesn't know anything. You know how much family I have in New Jersey? Do you know how much? Everybody. No, I have to get ready.
Oh man. Here we go. I'm gonna save this, Larry. I'm gonna save this right here for last. That's how we're gonna close the show. This Michael Jordan take. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll do one more here. We got a couple more. Hold on. Let's do Bill Belichick.
I got here as soon as I heard you missed the Hall of Fame, Bill. I've never seen you so riled up. I'm stewing, Tom. They kept me out because we cheated a bunch. That's why? But that means they might keep me out, too. So what's the plan, guys? How are we going to get in the Hall of Fame? Get out of here, Eli. You're not on our level. Aw. What are we going to do, Bill? What rules do we need to bend and misinterpret to get us in the Hall of Fame? Good guy Peyton Manning here to tell you that maybe it's time you two start following the rules and live an honest life and be good people. That's how I live my life, and now I'm a first ballot Hall of Famer. Shut up, Peyton. Yeah, shut it, forehead man. This is why you have the same number of Super Bowls as your tard brother. I got here.
Hey man, go check out. Yeah, I think you guys probably saw my reaction on Eli not getting in there. You know, and I have a little shade at Bill Belichick. Come on, man, fucking Eli. But it's true. He does have the same amount of Super Bowls as Eli in a lot less tries. So
Eli's a good troll though. Like
he is. Eli's a good dude. That's a good family, by the way. I mean, they know what the hell they're doing. All right, here's the best 5 50 Cent moments here and takes or moments that he said shit about. Ready?
If you could read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. Fuck the bucket of ice, man.
You only get one shot.
One shot? I've been shot 9 times.
It's a weird flex, but
Say one nice thing about Ja Rule.
Oh, he's alive.
Please tell the people what you did, because this is quite
I bought like
extraordinary.
the first 4 rows in his concert.
You bought the first 4 rows in his concert?
Yeah, they was like on Groupon for $15. It wasn't a big deal.
It's Curtis Jackson again. You guys know, without a doubt, I promote vitamin water the best.
Vitamin water!
None of those other guys would do that.
Shit.
That wasn't part of the skit.
Woke up, I look at the computer say, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for? Nelly fucked your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fucking fiance. Say fuck that nigga.
What do you think he's going to feel? Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's going to say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time.
I always want to do stuff that, when we're doing stuff from music, that fits it reminds you of who's this guy?
If you could read one full page of...
So that whole full page thing, that was all Floyd.
Yep.
He's talking about Floyd. He said he couldn't read. Yeah, you got the 50 is like the rapper that trolls everybody, but you got to give him credit, man. You got to give him credit.
He's usually accurate on half his shit.
He does. Let me see. Let's go to the comments here real quick, guys. We got oh shit. Look who popped up, man.
I don't even know what he's saying because he's intoxicated.
Yep. FJ Outlaw, everybody's Oh yeah, that's a rapper. See, I told you people know. So McCormick knows him too. He goes, he's from the Swamp People. About that rapper that we
Swamp
Jay Wick.
people are people too. We can't just call them Swamp People.
That's
Okay, he might have pronouns like swamp. We don't know.
Nope.
It's gonna be all right.
Abuelito Loco has made his appearance, bro. He's probably having that painkiller or whatever the fucking drink he drinks.
That's called a painkiller. It's not the pill form. It's in an alcoholic beverage form, and it creeps up on you. I've had a few in my time as well. It'll make you do things that you're gonna later regret.
And every drink takes about 10 years away from your life.
That it does, I could tell you. It definitely takes away, but I still got my luscious orange tan, so I'm good.
Here we go. Here's another one.
Hey, you. Hey, come here. Your mid-face is quite literally way too long. Obviously, you've got the jowls coming in. You have horrible nasolabial folds. You have horrible total width to height ratio and just really bad age indicators, and your upper maxilla is extremely recessed.
Oh!
You see your mid-face is really bad.
Yeah, come
here. Here we go. All right, here's one more, and then we'll end up with the this video from that comedian. This guy right here that I'm gonna play. I don't know if you've seen him. He likes to he does like songs outside, like he just performs, and it says shit about people walking by. Watch.
Yeah, just a nice family fleeing Venezuela. Woo-hoo. I had a dream of white pussy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Caucasian heaven. Looking for some ding dongs. Oh yeah. It's a good night for a lot of horny chicks to walk around. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. It's a good night for tech support. Oh yeah. Please hold. Interracial porn is our favorite genre. Ooh yeah. Black meat. Deck the halls with big black ding dongs. La 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 la. Ooh yeah. Big old ding dongs. It's almost Valentine's Day. Where the white bitches at? Where the white bitches at?
Oh shit, dude. I'm not gonna play the whole 4 minutes. I'll play like the first 2 minutes.
Asians love ding dong, ding bong, ding, ding bong, ding. Yeah, a couple cool studs looking to put some tapatio on some coochie. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, just a couple of girls looking for some ding dongs. Oh yeah. Just a couple of dudes looking for some Asian pussy. Yeah.
Where's the yellow pussy at? It's a lesbian night out. Just waiting for the balls to drop. All I need is more Modelo to run from the ice. Run from the ice. Don't let them catch me with my Modelo. What time is it? It's time for some white coochie. Yeah.
Well, look at that dude. He's like, whatever.
Where the white bitches at? Ooh, yeah. Where the big booty white hoes at? Hey, yeah.
Oh, man. I'll play the first 2 minutes because the other ones were, it's kind of the same thing over and over again. Oh, man. All right, guys. Listen, if you're down for one more segment, this will be how we're going to close the show. And, I don't think we've ever spoken about this take with Aaron, the LeBron and MJ talk, right? So you got, what's the name of the company? Mark Spears, whatever his name is. This is
Arius Spears.
Yeah, whatever his name is. Here we go. This is quick, again, it's his take on why MJ should be the GOAT over LeBron.
Jordan once said, I would never in a million years call Magic to want to play with him. I want to play against him. He's my barometer in terms of how great am I if I can compete against another great player and dominate. Bird said I would never call Magic. Magic would never call me. So that's why I keep saying LeBron is the most overrated shit ever. Michael Jordan, Bird, Magic their GOAT means greatest of all time. LeBron's GOAT, it stands for go on another team. That's the difference. LeBron single-handedly ruined the NBA. He turned the league built on rivalry into a damn Avengers movie. Every superstar teaming up instead of going at each other's necks. Those three, Mike, Bird, Magic, they made the NBA shine across the world. LeBron, he turned it into trash with his own hands. He made it cool to run from the fight. And that's why this new generation think loyalty don't matter. Everybody want to build super teams. Everybody want to take shortcuts. Jordan built the NBA culture. Magic and Bird gave it a soul. LeBron, he sold it. Jordan once said, I would never in a million years call Magic.
All right. With that being said, hey, man, I don't know. I mean, sounds right to me.
It's kind of everything we've been saying for some time now.
Aaron, wait, are you a LeBron guy or are you an MJ guy? Or
no, I'm a huge LeBron hater.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you're speaking my language. Like I when he went to the decision, I know ESPN gave him a bag for that, but that really made me hate ESPN and LeBron both. Because if he would have stayed in Cleveland, I mean, or if he would have went like halfway through his career somewhere else, but he's like, I'm gonna call Chris Bosh, D Wade, or get all I'm good. It made me not like D Wade either, honestly. After all, and then they were making fun of Dirk when Dirk was sick, and then Dirk went out there and shit on him. Like that was so satisfying. So,
and is I know it's all entertainment, right? But the fact that point of he created a super team. He ran from the challenge and went to play with somebody else to get the ring. I don't think. And I know the young LeBron sexuals nowadays, bro, they don't see that as a problem. And I see that huge as a mark of that's why you're not the greatest player of all time. You didn't do it when you got drafted, right? And I get it. Nowadays you got to move. But the fact that he moved 3 different times to chase a ring, he could have done it in Cleveland the first time around, hit Miami, like you said. Then he went back to Cleveland when there was some pieces in place. They drafted Kyrie, then they built a bunch of these other free agents, and he won it. And then he goes to LA. I said, F it. I know I'm not going to win it again. I got lucky against Golden State this one year, right? You know what I mean? So I need to go somewhere else. And he went to a team where I already got one of the best players in the league there in whatchamacallit, Anthony Davis. And if it wasn't for the COVID season, you've never seen a championship for the Lakers.
And Kyrie saved his ass in Cleveland.
Absolutely, dude. Everybody, I mean, me and Jim say this all the time. I don't know why everybody hates Kyrie so much because of the whole vax thing and stuff like that, and they think he's a space kid. That the guy
mattered most. He locked Steph Curry down. Wasn't LeBron
Dude,
that did that?
No, the unanimous MVP got locked down by Kyrie, and then he couldn't guard Kyrie. And they forget Game 7, he hit the clutch 3. All right, you know what I'm saying? He made Curry his bitch. Nobody says that. Nobody
The
never.
fact of the
Nobody
matter
says
is this,
that if it wasn't for that.
everybody takes LeBron, and they just talk about longevity. So, okay, he's the number one scorer of all time, but he also, again, has the most turnovers. He also has, like for all the positives, there's negatives. Like, look at his win-loss percentage in NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm.
It's below 500. Jordan is at above 500.
Undefeated.
So is Kobe. So is Shaq. So is Tim Duncan.
Yep.
So is a bunch of other guys. You are also not a GOAT because your peers don't say you are. You went on a podcast and you said this game made me the greatest of all time.
In his own podcast, by the way.
Okay? So you went out there and you anointed yourself. Tom Brady never went and did that.
Nope.
Peyton Manning never went out and did that.
Nope.
Nobody else has ever done it. Jordan never did it. Bird never did it.
Magic never did it.
Jordan's take on who the GOAT is.
Kobe either.
Right? Like Jordan's take on the GOAT is he goes, well, you really can't determine who the greatest of all time is because you have so many different eras of basketball. Where, yeah, he appreciates people like our generation calling him the GOAT because he globalized the game. Like he expanded. Like there's a lot of things he did that Magic didn't do, that Bird didn't do, LeBron could only dream of doing. Like the NBA playing overseas wasn't a huge thing till Jordan started playing overseas. Like you didn't see that before.
Yep.
Like other than the Olympics, that's the only time you've seen it. When it became however many games a year they started doing it, that's because of Jordan. Because Jordan had that before Shohei Ohtani. There was Michael Jordan that globalized a sport. Shohei Ohtani has globalized baseball.
And it's
that impact. I'm not saying Shohei Ohtani is the greatest of all time, but it's if you're going to use modern day to a past time, there's no better than doing that. But like greatest of all time and go on another team, well, that's LeBron. So if you want to say he's your GOAT, then he is because he's good at going on other teams and winning it there. Jordan didn't have to play with Magic, Bird.
No.
He didn't have to go to San Antonio to win with David Robinson.
Or with Barkley or with freaking
imagine Jordan calling Barkley and being like, hey, you know what? Why don't you come to Chicago? Let's form a super team.
Yep.
And then you LeBron sexuals that say, oh, well, Jordan had super teams. No. Bill Cartwright is not a superstar center. Steve Kerr is not a superstar point guard. B.J. Armstrong wasn't either. Horace Grant wasn't a superstar power forward.
Nope.
Bill Wellington was no superstar. Neither was Luke Longley. Okay, like you had Pippen.
And he was, if you look at Pippen's numbers, Pippen doesn't scream out the page superstar.
No,
he was good with
Jordan.
He was
those
great.
championships. Yeah. He needed Pippen.
But guess who needed who more? Pippen needed Jordan more because he couldn't do it without him.
Jordan needed Pippen to help him get the championship.
That's it.
But for Pippen's career, he needed Jordan to elevate it.
1,000 times more.
Because look what happened when Jordan walked away. Pippen couldn't captain the ship.
Nope.
They couldn't get past the 1 year the Knicks were able to get to the finals. Who was not playing on the Bulls?
Michael Jordan.
Those years that Houston won. Who was not in the NBA at that time?
Yep.
Michael Jordan. Nobody ate when Jordan played.
Yep.
Everybody eats when LeBron plays. There's the difference. So for you young dumbass fucks who love a soft NBA, as soft as your mommy's fucking milk titties, okay? Realize this. LeBron ain't the greatest of all time. He's had no impact in this game. He did not win with teams built around him. He went to teams that had to be built around other guys, and he was just that guy that was there. He's like that guy that just stands in the corner at the bar like he's there. He's just another piece. He's just another, like, whatever. Jordan was the guy everybody built around him. The Bulls built around, okay, so we have Jordan. We got to get Pippen. Okay, now we got to get Dennis Rodman. Okay, now we bring in this cast of characters. And they're not the greatest players, but Jordan could bring the best out in them. LeBron, what does LeBron bring out the best in? Nobody. Who does he mentor? Nobody. Who Jordan held his teammates accountable. Nobody holds LeBron or their teammates accountable.
LeBron's accountability is blaming the other players, but not taking blame for himself.
Trading them away, yeah.
Yep.
And
LeBron
flops worse than fucking. He flips worse than Flipper out of fucking water. Okay, whereas Jordan played in one of the toughest eras of the NBA. LeBron plays in the softest. A flagrant 1 is somebody breathing on you. What Rodman in the 90s Pistons were doing were damn near manslaughter.
It was not even just the Pistons, bro. You had the Knicks. You had the Celtics, bro. You had everything. Every team had an enforcement, and they always gave it to their best player.
Kevin McHale was no fucking slouch either.
You know, it's different era. No hand checking. You could free for all. Again, Jordan would average 40 points a game in this era.
And that's if you flip flop them, Jordan would have broke Kareem's record faster.
If he would have stayed around.
Jordan also got to that point faster than it took LeBron to do it in 7 less seasons.
Yep. While retiring twice.
So when people want to have this argument and you use longevity, well, we're just going to go with straight facts because longevity isn't just part of it. You have to look, like, again, stats tell a story. Okay, LeBron's played for 23 years. Jordan played for what? 15? Okay.
16, yeah. 16 seasons.
16 years. Here's the thing. In our era of basketball, we didn't have load management. And Jordan at 40 was playing 82 games and getting his knee drained every night after a game. LeBron can't play a back-to-back.
Yep.
He doesn't play defense.
Nope.
He hasn't.
That's the other thing.
And all he does is fucking mingle with the other team. So go play with them then.
There's a couple of numbers that scream out. He was never Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan was. All right. He was all first NBA, all first defensive team, like a bunch of times. And he's also the Defensive Player of the Year 1 year. The other part is that, look, when you want to talk numbers, Jordan played a shitload of less games, retired twice, didn't go in the NBA until 18, which it wasn't allowed back then, which that's one of the things where you kind of got to throw out the way because you want to compare apples to apples. LeBron has like 78 career 40 points games. Jordan has 149. LeBron has played for 23 seasons. Stop the nonsense. All right? Stop the fucking nonsense, bro. I tell people, dude, if MJ never retired, he would have broken the scoring record in 16, 17, in about 18 years. You know what I mean?
Jordan never retired. They got 9-10 championships.
Exactly. They'll probably have maybe more like 8, I think, because I think the NBA was changing, but more like 8. But still, again, let me close this out with real simple. McCormick has a good acronym, right? NBA, National Bums Association. That's LeBron's NBA, and that's what his NBA tenure is going to be known for.
Pretty much.
That's it. All right, guys, we've been at this for 2 hours and 12 minutes, man. We actually went over, but it's okay because we gave people a lot of fucking fire, a lot of laughs.
That
we gave bets. Aaron, we do appreciate you coming on, man. Thanks for making the time, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys letting me come on. It's been a minute, so
you're always welcome, bro. You know what I mean? So, hey, give your people a shout out there, where they can find you, what you're up to, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I put out a solo show the other night because Jim inspired me. Because every time I wait, like every time I see X notification, Jim's like, he's a fucking well-oiled machine at this point. So
yeah, Jim's on fire.
One after another, I'm like, holy shit. But yeah, so I'm X at Brutally Honest, no T on the end, and then on TikTok, that's where I'm trying to kind of focus on more at Brutally Honest Sports _ So yeah, appreciate it, man. It was always fun. You guys always run a not a tight ship. It's more like a Pat McAfee type of layout over here, so I like it.
That's kind of what we love, bro. That's what we like by Pat McAfee, bro, because it's we keep it like just like the name of your show, man. We like to keep it 100% brutally honest, unfiltered, and honest takes, bro. Again, sometimes facts offends people, but you know what? Facts don't care about your feelings.
You got that right. That was a huge statement there. Huge statement.
All right, everybody. We're out. Peace out, y'all. Until next time. Later.